You have a choice in life. You can be a Jesse and you can be an Adam. Mm-hmm. And it's an either or in this particular case. Because both of us went on vacation this summer. Mm-hmm. Both went outside of the 416 where we live. One of us used Saley and the other did not.
Yeah, when I went to Grenada this summer, I used the code Dangle, and I got a big discount on my Saley plan, and I didn't have to do the stupid data roaming where they charge you $1 million a day to be in another country.
What did you pay, like $14 or $15 for like?
Yeah, for the whole week.
Yeah, I paid $17 a day.
Wow.
A day.
You should have listened.
Yeah. Should have listened to my own self.
Yeah. And
Idiot.
yourself.
It's so convenient too, because you just download the app and then it just shows you how to do like an eSIM on your phone, and then you just like have your phone and your data. It's awesome.
When you enter promo code Dangle, does Steve's face come up and give you a kiss?
It does not.
Okay,
no.
we got to call the Saley people, see if we can get that out. But listen, eSIMs, as Jesse mentioned, are easy. I don't know why I didn't do it. I just didn't because I'm dumb. But what you need to do is download the app or go to Saley.com. Use the promo code Dangle. You're going to get a discount. And the great thing about this is it basically works everywhere. We're talking basically every region of the world, basically every country in the world. And it is an incredible and again, simplistic thing to do that I didn't do because I'm dumb.
And if you're going to multiple places on one trip, you can buy it so you can group the data plan that you're in. So you can buy like an America's Caribbean all data plan. So you get to use it and it'll be the same data when you're hopping the countries. It's so cool.
Because they know this guy's going to fidget. Move around a little bit.
It's an affordable eSIM and it's backed by NordVPN security. So you know that your data is safe too. 200 destinations. All you have to do is go to the Saley app or download the Saley app or go to the Saley website, SAILY, and use that promo code Dangle, 15% off. Again, promo code Dangle, 15% off with Saley. Don't travel like a dummy like me.
SDP, the Steve Dangle Podcast, with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Let's go! Hey, man, let me ask you something. Is it hard to cheer for sports teams?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends on if your team is good.
Jesse, I sent you a link. I'd like to start the show with this particular press conference. Steve, while Jesse's pulling that up, let me ask you. Would you say that at times it's difficult cheering for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
At times.
At times.
They make it a little difficult, yeah.
I want you to imagine that the Leafs are on a slight losing streak. Okay?
No!
And their coach...
Like that?
Their coach, who was once billed... This is not Berube, so you have to imagine an alternate reality where Berube is not the coach. Was once viewed as like a young wonderkind.
Sheldon.
Well, I don't know if Sheldon was ever viewed that way. I think Kyle was viewed that way.
Sheldon was under the age of 56,
yeah.
Which means in the NHL's coaching terms, he's a child. Yeah.
So
he's basically young Sheldon.
Jesse, I keep forgetting the Dolphins head coach name.
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniels, after the game yesterday, Dolphins are 0-2.
Yes.
And I want you to imagine what we would do if this was a Leafs coach, and this was a Leafs coach after a big loss. And this is the clip. Jesse, go ahead and play.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20. That was critical.
Is that not a defeated man?
I don't think I've ever seen anyone go through it that badly.
He's going through it.
That guy's going through it catastrophically.
Now, I don't know if you saw some of the replays yesterday, but Tua, their quarterback, just cannot find people. And Tyreek Hill is the guy he should find and was wide open for a catch. And when Tua didn't throw it to him, you could see him like jumping up and down, and he was wide open. You talk about, at least in that clip, the coach is saying, hey, we got to move the ball down the field to win the game. You could have done it there. Doesn't seem to be able to.
So is that a coach just short-circuiting, trying to find anything to say that isn't just our quarterback stinks?
Jesse, what do you think?
Yeah, it sounds like he's out of answers there. That wasn't even like my favorite Mike McDaniel quote. My favorite one comes from like earlier in training camp when he said this. Justin, you can bring it up.
You should stand corrected. Good morning. False. Great morning. Let's go.
Why great? What makes this one great?
Because we're another day closer to death.
You're kidding.
Baby. So to answer your question, I think that adds to the Mike McDaniel lore. The dude knows he's going to get fired any second now, and he's out of answers for his team. His team is underperforming based on the talent you'd think would be there, and he knows that they don't have it to compete. Every Sunday they go out. It's a disaster. They lost to the Patriots. It was a bad game, and he's just like, I'm done here. So he's given quotes like this where it's one day closer to death, and that's why it's such a great morning, everybody.
Oh my God. How have I never seen this?
And this was,
crazy.
I think, end of August or something?
Yeah, that's probably why you didn't see it. You were in the pool.
The Miami Dolphins are plagued with the same thing the Leafs are, which is their name slaps when they're doing well, but when they're losing, man, it sounds stupid. Miami Dolphins, when you're 0-2, that's a stupid name.
That's what you're focusing on? The name Dolphins?
Yeah.
I think it's a really good name.
I think it's a good name.
Not when they're losing. It's
You know
stupid.
what? You know what? They should be the Miami Wildcats. You're right.
Yes.
Miami
should-
Rough Riders.
Or
Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need another Rough Riders in the league.
Or the Red Blacks.
That's right. Yeah.
Maybe the worst name in the history of football.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe.
It 100% is. I don't understand. I don't know what it is. But I think, I guess those are the Ottawa City colors for their teams. 67
So what?
Senators.
I don't know.
Do better.
Hey, you know what? I can't wait to cheer for the Toronto Blue Whites.
Like, what do you?
Or is
you're-
it White Blues? I don't know.
You're really going after that senior kindergarten crowd? Like, oh yeah, there's a team name they're gonna remember. They're gonna be able to identify with.
Yes.
I know both those colors. What is that? I don't understand that.
I don't, well.
Day closer to death
Now,
Today's a great day.
is a wild quote.
when he came
that
in,
I had nothing for. I was speechless.
when he came in, Tua was this young hotshot quarterback. You got this young hotshot head coach who thought differently, spoke differently, and it was looking pretty good. But I think Tua's had some pretty nasty concussions.
Yes.
and I just don't know that. It's gonna. I don't know that he's gonna make up the season. I don't know how you could
Damn.
if you're talking like that. So yeah. Anyway, listen.
I mean, he sounded more optimistic in the second one.
well, that was in training camp.
Or no. So I should say chronologically the second one. He sounded more optimistic after they were 0-2.
You think so?
Yeah, he wasn't talking about dying anymore. That's crazy.
Death might not be able to come quick enough. I think maybe.
But
that's how you
listen.
feel in that moment.
Real. Like
Real.
I felt that.
Real.
I felt that. I understood.
Now, I have to wonder, is that how Minnesota Wild fans feel about the Kaprizov saga, which continues to unfurl itself? And what's interesting is that Minnesota, and maybe this has been their cap situation, maybe it's just been the culture of the city, the culture of the team, are rarely involved in off-ice drama. You know, they get maybe there's some testy games or, you know, that sort of thing. They never get through to the second round, like ever. Kaprizov has never played in the second round. But this off-ice thing has not happened for a really, really long time.
Yeah, and when they do, it's brief or it's like Wild adjacent and
Like the worst you could think is like Marco Rossi this summer.
oh my God.
And that wasn't even that bad.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's so run of the mill. Yeah, no, this is the biggest story with them since, I mean, Parise Suter's a pretty high bar. It's got to be there, right?
And that was a good thing.
Well, yeah,
It's
they
not-
got both of them. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And we were all like, oh, man, they're going to contend. And, well, yes, we've
Contend for the first round.
covered that at length.
We can
Yep.
relate.
Yes.
But what this is interesting, I was reading Michael Russo's article this weekend, guys, and I wanted to talk about this because it does continue. He says the Wild can't afford for this to become Marian Gaborik 2.0. I forgot about this. In 2008, Gaborik, arguably the second best player in team history, got hurt playing soccer hacky sack in South Florida early in the season after rejecting a 10-year extension that offseason. Gaborik underwent surgery in December and ultimately left for nothing as a free agent, setting the club back years. You can bet Leopold remembers that well, and that was actually his first season as the owner. Gaborik's last season in Minnesota.
Oh.
But make no mistake, and this is later on in the article, there's no way either side of this is happy that it's out in the public eye. It's embarrassing for the Wild that people know Kaprizov hasn't accepted such a monster deal, and it sure doesn't make Kaprizov look great. He was on the ice during the team's captain's practice when Frank Saravalli reported the offer, so that had to be one of those awkward dressing room moments once teammates and staff checked their phone. Now, I don't understand the second part of this. I don't understand why that doesn't make Kaprizov look good or bad or whatever. I can see why the Wild might be embarrassed, but I don't. Kirill can do what he wants. I'm not like admonishing him for not accepting a contract that he didn't want.
Yeah.
Ultimately, once he signs that, he's locked in, and so there's no walking away from it. So you want to be careful. And I don't know what he wants, but $16 million for 8 years is clearly not it. So
listen, you're my friend.
Give it to me.
You're not chopped, but you are Unk.
Yes.
And do you remember the early days of the hockey digital sphere?
It was a happy place.
There was Down Goes Brown is an OG.
Love.
Bloggy Salming was an OG.
Oh, I miss.
But do you remember Danny Heatley All-Star?
One of the greatest accounts of all time.
This guy
1507.
He did the same voice for everybody. I'm a fucking all-star, and that was his Danny Heatley.
Yeah. He did a YouTube video. He did dubs, right?
Yes, he did one video that was a reporter interviewing Ilya Kovalchuk, and he just goes, "Yeah, let's just cut to the chase. Are you fucking nuts turning down $100 million from the New Jersey Devils?" Like, I could see how it wouldn't make him look good because, as a wise man once told me, people don't understand money. So we're getting more and more information, and to me, it's making it more and more confusing, actually. So I was listening to 32 Thoughts a little bit on the way in.
Traitor.
I know, piece of crap. CJ show out later today. And he talked about, well, maybe he just doesn't want to sign in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Supposedly, Kaprizov is very complimentary of Minnesota privately. Right? Like, if you're around the team, yeah, no, I love it here, and then you go home, you're like, this place fucking stinks. Then they started getting into what the number could actually be. And that still doesn't make any sense to me. Because he was offered 16 times 8. Mm-hmm. That's $128 million. Let's say he went to another team and he signed for $18 million a season times 7. That's still
not 128.
Not 128. It's 126. Now, in that 8th year, you could argue, well, Kaprizov is clearly going to make more than that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
He might not be paying.
Exactly. So what does he think? What does he earnestly think he's going to get here? To me, the only logical thing that I can see right now is he's just squeezing the Wild. Because if they're offering him 16 now, maybe it's, even if it's 16.5, there's an extra $4 million. Now you're at 132. Or if you get up to 17, then it's, listen, it doesn't make any sense to me.
That extra $4 million will pay the agent fee.
Because
they make 3 or 4%, right?
Yeah.
So on $100 million, that's $4 million, $4 million.
And I like the wrinkle of his agent is also Artemi Panarin's, because we compared his situation to Panarin's, and I don't even know if that was intentional.
I did that. I brought it up.
But like, you knew they had the same agent?
Yeah, I brought it up that they had. I thought it was interesting
remember
that they had the same agent because it lends to the same way that Panarin had those negotiations. You're paying a lot for a winger.
Right.
Yeah. That was a discussion we had on Friday.
So maybe they're just trying to squeeze the Wild for all they're worth, because I don't really get the impression he wants out. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Jesus, how much more do you want?
I think, when you take a step back and you look at all the details, it feels like a giant negotiation tactic. Because there's two options. It's he hates Minnesota and wants to leave, so they're going to offer him the sun of the moon. He's going to keep saying no because he wants to go somewhere else and play hockey, maybe in New York. And they have Panarin and Kaprizov. But it feels like the agent here thinks he can get that number, except a little more, over the course of 8 years. Because it doesn't make sense if you're chasing the money to go after the 7 for a little more, and then you have a team who has an $18 million player on the wing, and you're expecting to be competitive. For you couldn't. Like it's not feasible. So he wants a couple extra 100,000 or a couple extra million per season over the course of that 8 years, and this is how they're doing it.
That is best case scenario, what you just described.
If you're a Wild fan, yeah.
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 And by the way, Jesse, I asked you when you brought this up, would you go even $1 over 16 mil?
I wouldn't go to 16. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things in recent memory that's broken during the show.
Yeah.
Because I was like, 16?
Yeah.
The richest player in the NHL makes 14.
Right.
And by the way, Kaprizov has 3 40-goal years. You know who else does? William Nylander. He's got 3 straight 40-goal years.
Ooh.
And I'm just saying, the difference in what they're going to have to pay.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, wow, that's a lot of money for Willie when that was signed. I'm like, that deal's looking real okay right now. I'm okay with it.
Listen, if they're making the same, I'm not thrilled about that.
Yeah.
If Willie is making $5 or $6 million less.
Yeah. And I'm not saying William Nylander is Kirill Kaprizov.
No.
Nobody is claiming.
No one's saying that.
Kaprizov is a top 7, top 5 player. Depends on who you ask.
He's missed more time than Willie as well.
The thing is, like, if I'm Craig Leopold, I own the Minnesota Wild, and this guy's been here for so long, face of the franchise, it would be devastating to lose this player. In that circumstance, he's worth $16 million. It's just, if you're taking strictly from an on-ice trying to build a team standpoint, out of the context at which Kaprizov exists in real life, I don't want to pay him that money. Mm-hmm. If I'm another team, I don't set up my franchise to trade a bunch of assets for him and then pay him $17 million. Like, I'm not doing that.
You wait till free agency, don't you?
Yeah, I'd try and do that maybe. But even that bidding war, maybe I don't want to go to that number because maybe the Sharks are out there paying him 18. I don't want to be in that negotiation. So if I'm a GM of a different team, I don't do it. If I'm the owner of the Minnesota Wild, it's a blank check every single time.
You have to do
it because it's you're killing your own franchise by not signing this guy,
and you can't replace him.
Exactly.
Like, listen, we can be all pie in the sky about the Toronto Maple Leafs. The reality of the situation with the Leafs is that they have a big fat hole in their top 6 that is not going to be easy to replace, and they'll probably have to do by committee this year and probably for the next 2 or 3 until they find someone else. Now, Nyes will rise to a certain level, but he's not going to be what Marner brought.
But Marner is a good example of like context where I'm okay losing a player.
Yes.
I think we've gone over that a million times on the Leafs not having Marner and everything, how they benefit that, plus the locker room stuff. Kaprizov, I think, is the context in which I would pay for that. Because there's a number that you could have paid Mitch Marner where he's probably going to stay. I don't know.
They offered him 13.
Right. So, but that's a whole other thing. So I think, like, that comparison's good and where things are circumstantial. And I think if you're the Wild, you want to keep him. If you're the Leafs, you want to let him go. And so I'm Craig Leopold. I'm trying my hardest to get this done, but he just might want this next level of money. And now it's up to the GM to consider it.
And you mentioned like San Jose for 18. Again,
they could do that.
It doesn't make him whole.
That still doesn't make him whole.
It's crazy. It's like 18 and a third or something it would take.
So it sounds like I think you've come to the bottom of it where it's like you want the extra dollars from Minnesota. So you get that extra year. So you get that extra 16.5. And that's what they're doing.
Whether or not a player likes a place, like, I never trust those reports. Like for instance, Mitch Marner always was complimentary of the city of Toronto. But we know that his time had come here personally. He didn't like it anymore.
Maybe you like another place more.
But he didn't go into the microphone and go, I friggin' hate it here. But we know that he was done. And that's fine. Some bad shit happened. I get it. So people saying, well, he's privately very complimentary of Minnesota. Well, yeah. Minneapolis is beautiful. It's a great city. Great place to live. Great place to work. Maybe he's just like anyone else and going, but what if I live somewhere else? What would that look like?
It's a little... It gives the same energy as I'm in the best shape of my life. You know what I mean?
I don't. Tell me.
Well, like, everyone says it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I don't think...
Yeah, okay.
What % of the league do you think is genuinely upset with the city they play in? I don't think it's a big number.
Yeah, probably just the Sabres. Honestly. Like, and really it's not Buffalo, it's the organization.
Yes.
Like, that's the key differentiator. People love Buffalo. People love living in Buffalo. Listen, we always talk about this. When Johnny Gaudreau signed with Columbus, Steve made the best point ever, which was, hey, if you're rich, anywhere's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, there are places that are, I guess, more awesome, but Columbus is a great place to live if you're rich. So is Buffalo.
Yeah.
You can be rich in Buffalo, and you could buy in Buffalo with that kind of money.
Ohio's got space. Like
100%.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow doesn't mind it.
Buffalo's got space. Like, yeah, you're good. There is a big difference between this team sucks, this organization sucks, and this place sucks. So, and there's not really a reason to hate the Wild.
But guys, which one is it?
We're gonna find out.
I think he's just squeezing them.
Do you think he's squeezing them?
That's the only thing, based on what is out there right now, that is the only thing that makes sense.
If he squeezes them and gets an extra $500,000 out of this, do you think? I mean, this story probably just goes away, and we never talk about it again.
He hasn't
right?
lost anything.
Do you think that there's any reality? Well, of course, there's a reality where he doesn't end up here. What do you think the percentage is he doesn't stay? Because, again, they're the only team that can offer him that 8th year, and that's only available till June 30th. That's it.
Man, they offered to make you the highest paid player in the league by $2 million. Although,
but maybe you're looking at it like a poor. You're looking at it like a poor because you're going, well, I'm going to be the highest paid player in the league by $2 million. I think he's looking at it going, what's Connor McDavid going to make?
I'll tell you, yeah, that was another poor thought that I had. He can't make more than Connor McDavid.
Sure he can.
Sure, yeah, he absolutely can, for sure. He definitely can.
He can absolutely do that anytime he wants.
Yeah, it's his prerogative to sign for whatever he wants, and so it's mine as well.
Jesse, what do you think?
I think as we sit here on, date is it? September 15th, it's probably at like, I don't know, 20% that he doesn't become a Minnesota Wild. He's not on the Minnesota Wild for next season. I think every single day that goes along during the season, that number ticks up by like 0.5%. You know, it's like tomorrow, that's 21.5. Next day, it's
that's 1.5% above.
You know, and
20.5.
20.5. Sorry. And then we go and it's like, January, we're at like 40% and 50%. And as the season goes along, I think it's less and less likely he sticks around.
Right now, I'm going to go with 75% he stays.
Here's my bet. My bet was when Bill Guerin offered that contract.
Who?
Bill Guavin.
Thank you.
Offered that contract.
I thought about that on the way here and was laughing.
He probably thought 10 times out of 10 he's accepting this deal. He probably woke up, I don't know if he's married, told his wife, we're signing Kirill today. We got a great offer. Owner rocks. He's going to be the highest paid player in the league. He's not even a center. This is incredible. And tonight we're going out and we're celebrating.
What's the most Bill Guavin ever made in a season?
I think he did pretty good because he was pre-cap.
Yeah, but it wasn't 16.
No. We should have a pre-cap friendly.
That would be awesome.
What players historically made? I don't know how.
Cap friendly did have a lot of that info.
Oh, it did?
I don't know if Puckpedia does.
Yeah, but my point is, I think that had to have surprised the Wild, and I think that's the part of this because Bill Guerin was on a podcast or something the next morning, and he said.
Stunning.
He said I think he was already booked and he didn't pull out of it, which was good
for him. Still stunning.
He I think said, it didn't come from Kirill and it didn't come from me, so it came from something. And so I think they're pissed that it got out, and they're saying we're in a good space. We're still talking. The negotiations are ongoing. Whatever. I have to imagine A, that this surprised the Wild. B, that they were surprised it got out.
Man, it's a contentious time to be a part of that.
Well, I was surprised when a guy like Brock, I said it last episode, I was surprised a guy like Brock Besser did not go out and take advantage of the free agent market. I know that he loves Vancouver and I respect that, but we didn't really get somebody this year, not even Mitch, who came out and blew the doors off because the money was there. And the money was there.
I mean,
this could be the first one.
12 for Mitch
is a steal.
When Eichel's going to get what he's going to get, Kirill's going to get what he's going to get, and McDavid's going to get what he's going to get. I know Mitch isn't those guys.
He accepted less to try to win a championship.
Yeah,
there's no question he did.
12 is.
It's going to be. I wish it had happened here? Yes, maybe a little.
It's going to age the way that we all thought his deal might, his Leafs deal might age. But hopefully for Vegas, the world doesn't stop. They offered to make Kaprizov the highest paid Wild player, he would make almost double.
What Boldy does, right?
No, it's Faber.
Oh, Faber.
Faber has an $8.5 million extension.
Yep.
And the current highest paid Wild is Kaprizov.
Man, and
$9.
Listen, Obey Kubel is the UFA at the end of this year. What's he going to get? You know,
How do they replace
that?
They offered Kaprizov, we'll give you what you currently make plus what Matt Boldy makes. And he turned it down.
Anyway, gonna be fun to watch that. We never hear any drama out of Minnesota, so I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I want to do the BetMGM big story because there was some breaking news this morning that I think we have to get into. So we got a couple of new jerseys, not New Jersey, but new jerseys to look at. Detroit and Washington. And the question is always, how much black did they use on each jersey? And surprisingly today, gentlemen, not so bad. They didn't. They actually put some effort into this. Jesse, which one do you want to kick it off with?
I got Ovi and the Caps up.
Let's go.
There you go.
I like that. I think that looks great.
For the listening audience, describe it.
It is the late,
so good.
Late.
Oh, sorry.
It's the late '90s Screaming Eagle Caps jersey, the one they went to the finals with. But instead of like that green and whatever color they used to use,
copper.
Yeah, they are. It's red, white, and blue. This looks similar to another jersey that they had.
They're reverse retro, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely some inspiration there, but it's actually perfect. There's color,
red, white, and navy blue.
And of course, Washington should be red, white, and blue. Of course, they should be. I don't know. I love this jersey, and I love the fact there's a little bit of a retro feel, but it also feels updated. The one issue I have, and this is league wide, is why is the jersey sponsor on the same side as the letter? Put it on the other shoulder. Come on. What are we new at this?
See, I didn't even notice that because of the angle Ovi's angled on.
And the C is also in a weird spot. Usually the C is on the left shoulder, isn't it?
There's a few teams that make that change because they have some sort of winged logo. The Red Wings do this as well.
Okay. So yeah, that's the jersey for the Caps. And I love it.
I think it's a really good jersey.
It looks better on
they did a
Ovi,
good job.
let's be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like it? You're
no,
not
I said it
saying
looks
much.
better on Ovi.
As opposed to who?
Someone
Brooks
who's not the
Orpik?
greatest goal scorer of all time.
Oh, okay. All right. Better on. It's like when you say something like that, it infers that there was a comparison to be had.
I understand.
It looks better on Ovi. Better than what is what I would ask.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
You're not crazy about it, though.
No, I'm not. I'm
love
not
it.
over the moon about it. Because I've seen it. Like this isn't. It's not a logo they've brought from the depths.
But don't
like
you think
they've
the
been
fact that
using
they're
it.
bringing it back means that eventually it's going to be an away jersey for them? Or a home jersey?
Yeah, but they're bringing it back from like 2-3 years ago.
I know. That's
You
what
know
I mean.
what I mean?
But I think that means they hit on something, and that might be the next generation.
It's good. It's
You're
good.
not.
I like it.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm Steve Dangle, and I am unimpressed.
I like it.
All right.
It's
That's fair. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
and
not
the
controversial.
white. I've never been a huge fan of the white shoulders. I think that's probably it. And this is a great example of why I don't like the white shoulders because this fucking bangs.
Oh, this Detroit Red Wings jersey. So, for anybody listening, it's a very retro feel. They're going back to the old winged wheel from like the 40s and 50s.
Why is it?
There are 5 mini stripes on the left and right elbows, and looks like about 5 around the waist as well. And the numbering also kind of matches what the early Detroit Red Wings jerseys would be, far more rounded. They've done that really sort of squared off, almost angular look for a long time, especially for their later cups with Nicholas Lindstrom and Steve Yzerman and all that. But I really love this jersey. It feels like they pulled it right out of the 50s.
This, honest to goodness, I've been very critical of the Red Wings. Like, I think they're going to do better this season because of this jersey. That's how good it is, man. That's an excellent jersey. Why is the logo grainy?
I was about to say I think that's the coolest part
That
of
is-
the logo.
Yeah,
I agree.
it's not a criticism. I just what is
It's a
that?
little bit of a
like a
sparkle.
criticism.
Yeah, no.
Justin, what's up?
I'm confused by it, but I like it.
In other photos, I think you can see that it's actually a little felty. Like
Yeah.
it's got a different texture to it. It looks older.
Here, pull that off, and I'll bring up one with the closer on the logo.
You know, like a felty, huh? I think it looks like it shimmers, right? Like it's clean, and you just put, tiger wax on it or something,
Tiger wax. Is that like Tiger Balm? What is Tiger wax?
Just Steve, for people who clean their car. No, I'm kidding.
I don't.
I think I made it up. I don't think it's called tiger wax, but one of those like an Armor All type of thing where you cleaned it off and it's like shimmering.
So Justin, there's the video that they released on.
Oh
it.
yeah.
That's the logo on like a sweater. You see how they've kind of made it like vintage? I think they've done a great job with it.
Oh, is this their 100th?
Yeah, it's what they're celebrating. Yeah, like the whole.
The D on the shoulder.
To borrow the soccer term, the whole kit looks cool.
I'm sorry.
Look, there you go. There's the up close on the logo.
Oh,
see how it's like kind of, what is that? It's not crocheted. Is that the
I mean
it's so sick.
It looks a little like crochet, almost like if anybody knows like rings or whatever, like filigree, like it's got that texture to it. Right?
Yeah, like one of those like dowely tea towel things.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to think of.
It looks like something your grandmother would put across the table during
which
Thanksgiving
I think
dinner.
adds to the whole allure of the jersey. I think they did such a fantastic job.
My Nona has a silver dish full of almond candies on top of this logo.
Exactly.
It's simply hand stitched.
Yeah. They've made it look like somebody knitted this.
I'm sorry, this bangs like a drum. This
Right?
is an awesome jersey. Really, really well done by the Red Wings.
Do you like the gloves, however?
Because
They went with the darker gloves.
Like the leather gloves?
don't do brown.
So
Are they doing brown
There's the
to indicate old?
the captain patch. What they've went with brown. So yeah,
They
are
didn't
we
need to
a fan
do
of the
that.
I need to
leather-
see that zoomed out.
They didn't need to do that.
the leather C.
Uh-huh.
There it is.
Yeah, they didn't need to do that. They should have gone white. They overthought it.
That's overthinking it.
Yeah. And I love the vintage CCM logo in his helmet, though. That's cool.
Oh, and the matte helmet.
Yeah.
I'm really digging
And
that trend.
the brown gloves.
Okay, I'm down with the brown gloves. I'm not down with the brown C. The lettering sucks.
Boo.
Why did they overthink? They should just, you know what? They could just switch that. They don't need to do that.
Every hockey team ever does this. Boo. It looks
Why do you
stupid.
like brown gloves?
It looks stupid on new gloves. Stop. Boo.
Really?
Dumb.
You don't think it fits with the whole kit?
No. Boo.
I kind of like it.
I don't mind it.
Is it brown though? Or is it like
no, they're brown.
it's almost like mahogany?
Oh,
which is
shade of
brown with a little red in it. There's a difference.
Brown.
Are their jerseys
Don't
red
be
or
peasants.
are they fire engine?
Mahogany is different. What?
Are the jerseys red or are they fire engine?
Fire engine and chestnut.
Here's a better look
not
at
the
the gloves
same.
with the full thing.
See, I think they could have popped more with a red lettering and red gloves or white gloves. White
The
gloves.
Sherwood sticky's holding too.
Yeah,
Little
that's
vintagey.
That's sick.
Yeah.
By the way, Sherwood, Canadian brand. Just throwing that out
There
there.
you go. I like brown gloves. I don't mind them. I know a lot of people hate on it because it's like, oh, they're not really old and wool. But I think you go with the look.
Yeah.
As far as
Steve's one of the haters.
As
That's what
far
we're
as brown
talking
gloves go, this is executed pretty well.
about. You hate them.
Because
Just say you hate them.
it is
Move
a
on.
darker mahogany, or what is that? What kind of brown is that?
Steve,
There's
would you say that the
tinge of
gloves
red in it.
insist upon
That's
themselves?
mahogany?
Yeah.
What was that?
Justin
Do the
said-
gloves insist upon themselves?
They do. Brown gloves in hockey, unless you're the Hershey Bears,
Yeah.
and you are brown. Like the
That's
Hershey
their
Bears are
color.
brown.
Yeah, like
right? That's okay.
like the Bruins logo with the brown bear on it.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the Bruins when they did the brown gloves. And the Leafs when they did the brown gloves. And the Chicago Blackhawks
You're
when
a
they did the brown gloves.
hater.
Fart!
You're a hater.
Everyone does it. Brown gloves means old. We get it.
The Red
Stop
Wings
doing it.
100 logo, just to cap the segment.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Nailed it. They nailed it. It's
Very,
awesome.
very cool. It's a 100. By the way, for anybody listening, it's a 100. It's the the number 100, and there's a 1, and then there's a Red Wing wheel, and then the wing, and then another wheel behind it.
The
that looks
winged
sick.
wheel is a 0 in the 100.
There you go.
There you go.
The 100 logo is awesome. The logo on the jersey is awesome. The D on the pants is awesome.
Yeah.
Everything about it is awesome. Captain Patch is
Sucks. Get rid of it.
way overthinking it.
Yeah.
Brown gloves, I'll allow it to grow on me.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, and the matte helmet's very good.
Yeah, that's cool.
And where do I want to go if I want to place a bet this week
Well, listen.
on some NFL?
There's always
Oh,
been
we're
a
doing the
Yeah. This is the BetMGM big story, Steven. And listen, for all the odds, terms, and conditions, and to learn more, go to betmgm.com/dangle. 19 plus to wager. Any opinion expressed is not advice. a promise or suggestion that increases the chance of winning. Please play
Especially
responsibly.
Steve's.
Definitely Steve's. Please play responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or somebody close to you, please contact Connects Ontario at 1-866-531-2600 to speak to an advisor free of charge. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with iGaming Ontario. This weekend, there was a trade. People were begging for trades. We got one. Ivan Fedotov, or if you want to be difficult, Fedotov, was traded to the Blue Jackets from the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, he's had a really interesting backstory. This is a guy who was drafted by the Flyers, considered to be their goalie of the future, which is basically the last 20 Flyers goalies. They were all the goalie of the future. And some of them went on to be the goalie of the future for other teams. But Philadelphia is where goaltenders go to die. And Fedotov was conscripted into the Russian military, had to serve his Russian military time, and basically disappeared to the North Baltic in their navy for a year.
He was basically abducted.
And then was able to come over to North America, signed a pretty good contract. He makes close to $4 million, and he stunk last year.
He was it 880?
Yeah,
percentage?
terrible.
That's
terrible.
You can't use that goalie.
And, the great thing about the Flyers is they're like, this Russian goalie thing, especially with our track record with goalies, we should do it again. And they signed Kolosov, or Kolosov, if you want to be difficult, to a similar deal, and he was worse. So the Flyers had to make a decision.
Was he worse than 880?
Yeah, he was like an 860 something, and he wasn't willing to play in the AHL, which this year he is, because he wasn't ready. Now, Fedotov going to the Blue Jackets is very interesting because you already have Elvis Merzlikins, who has basically wanted out since he signed the contract. And I think that's probably changed now. The vibes were better in Columbus last year. They did make a run at the playoffs. And he had a better year.
Yes.
Still, that money is too much for what he is.
Yes.
But the Columbus Blue Jackets also have Jet Greaves.
This is why the trade surprised me a bit, because I believe in Jet Greaves.
So it seems like Columbus do too. But the problem is, for Columbus, that they were concerned about what happens if, because last year and the year before, Greaves was recalled a lot because Merzlikins or Tarasov, who was...
Daniil Tarasov, who was traded to the Panthers, and he's now going to be their backup.
And he's going to be their next starting Stanley Cup winning goalie. Merzlikins and Tarasov were both injured at certain points last year and the year before, and Greaves had to come up and basically pinch hit.
And did well.
And so the reason that they bring Fedotov over is because they think that the $3.275 million that he's getting paid will make it very easy to slip him through waivers and play for the Cleveland Monsters.
He is not getting claimed.
So they needed a guy who could be their third goalie, who was expensive enough that they weren't going to lose him because they don't have any depth beyond him.
Expensive enough on the cap, but in terms of actual dollars, he makes league minimum.
Right, because the Flyers already paid a bonus, $2.5 million, so he makes $775. So they're thinking that
contract.
It's a bad deal.
It doesn't suck for the Blue Jackets. Mm-hmm. They can afford it.
Yep.
Boy, does that ever friggin' stink.
It's done at the end of this year. Like, that contract doesn't. Like, it'd suck if it was 7 years.
No, but I bet the Flyers owner thinks it sucks because he had to pay the bonus to get rid of it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, so we paid $2.5-3 million, whatever it was, to ditch this guy.
I think in the end for the Flyers, it was worth the risk because everybody thought he would be something, and you play it out, and it's not like he cost them their Stanley Cup hopes.
They got an asset.
It was a good try. Like, I commend them for having an effort there to try and turn this into something, and it didn't work out with any of the goalies they chose last season, and now Columbus is like, we need goaltending depth, so it makes sense for them now.
When I spoke to some people in the KHL, like when Fedotov was first basically, again, abducted by the Russian military, they were like, this guy's the real deal. Mm-hmm. Like, he's legit. And I mean, yeah, the KHL is in the NHL, the NHL is in the KHL. It's different, especially for goalies. Like, angles are completely different depending on the arena you're in. I think obviously that had an impact on him. Not a good one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be all that shocked if he figured that out, to be honest. I really wouldn't. And it's such a cheap bet financially for the Blue Jackets.
Well, if he finds his game with Cleveland in the AHL,
Yeah.
and one of those two guys goes down, tweaks something. I mean, most goalies or most teams use a third goalie.
And if he doesn't find it, it does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
It costs
but
you a sixth.
This is a guy that a lot of people thought was going to be very good. And I don't know how comparable the KHL and AHL are, but because both are weirdly low-scoring leagues, but both are loaded with very, very good talent. I'm curious about how he does at that level and if he's able to find it and find that confidence and then move up within the system. Because, listen, if he's 75% the goaltender that Philadelphia thought he was, that's a really good backup for the Columbus Blue Jackets to have in the future when it's Jet Greaves' net and Merzlikins has moved on.
The bar in Columbus is also not incredibly high, right? Like one of the things we were talking about, sorry, I'm trying to pull it up right now. When the Blue Jackets were winning all those games, for God's sake.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Blue Jackets numbers. One sec. There it is. Sorry. Apologies. When the Blue Jackets were winning all those games last year and we were like, this is a great story. Unbelievable. They were not getting goaltending. Mm-hmm. Not really. Like they were finding ways to win games. But so Greaves was 7-2-2 with a .938 in 11 games. That's spectacular. That's unbelievable. Elvis Merzlikins was 26-21-5, which is 500. Mm-hmm. It's 5 games above Bettman 500, but it's 500. He was at .892.
Yeah.
Having a winning record with an .892 is actually kind of a feat.
That's like Grubauer numbers.
Yeah, and Daniil Tarasov, I mean, if Florida should get a cup, like, even if they don't win the cup, if they get a winning record with Tarasov.
Right.
He was 7-10-2 with an .881. I think even 7-10-2. I think getting 9 points out of those 20 games is, or not 9 points, sorry, 9 games where you had points with an .881 is crazy. Mm-hmm. So for Fedotov to come in and potentially have a positive impact on their NHL roster, at least compared to last year, isn't that far-fetched.
Yeah, and it's just like Columbus, Don Waddell admitted it, like one of the priorities was getting goaltending depth, because if you look behind those two guys at the NHL level, they really had nothing just in case. So like if Greaves doesn't work out, they were screwed, you know? There was nothing to do. So they needed to go get at least one of the guys around the NHL. There's always these guys on waivers or available in trade that aren't working out because teams have too much goaltending depth. They need to get one of these guys, and this is a good bet on one of those guys.
They got him for $50,000 less than Georgiev, too.
They could have gone the old man route. They could have gone Georgiev, that one, but they went this route, and I think this is a good decision by Waddell.
You do make actually kind of an interesting point there, because they went out and they intentionally got Fedotov instead of one of the over a dozen guys, like goalies, who are going to be on waivers over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good decision by Waddell to be proactive in this part of the organization.
Yeah. It's an active bet on Fedotov specifically.
Exactly. Let's not wait and see who comes up for us when the waivers hit by the end of training camp. Let's go out and just get Fedotov because it's a good price for nothing, and 6th-round pick. We can send that out the door, and now we get organizational depth, and we get a goalie who might be something, maybe. Yeah. Who knows?
I'm looking at their organizational depth. They do have 2 young guys, Evan Gardner and Nolan Lalonde, but they are 19 and 21.
If you're in a pinch, you don't want to play this guy who's under 20 years old at the end.
No, you don't. And then you're looking at 27-year-old Zachary Sawchenko, who's
not real depth.
They need a guy who's played in an NHL game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they could still go and claim one of those other goalies off of waivers.
Yes. This hasn't tied them to not going and getting another goalie because they have so much cap space. And they've actually made, I guess it's just a paper transaction to have Fedotov start on their cap from the minors. So they buried the $2.1 million of his 3-point whatever contract in the minors already.
Yeah.
So everything's good, and they can claim another goalie if they need to.
Adam, how dare you? Sawchenko played 7 games for the Sharks.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Sorry.
In 2022.
Oh, man, one of their great years.
Yes.
One of their classic Sharks years. Is it Sharks, you said?
Yeah, one of the years of all time.
One of the years of all time. Interestingly, I would bet money, and I don't know this, I think Columbus was in on Georgiev as well. And you're thinking, why would there be a race for the services of Alexander Georgiev? And why would he take Buffalo over Columbus? Because, we talked a little bit about it last week when he did sign, because he signed in the middle of the show. Hey, news happening in the middle of the show.
Hey,
Two
whoa.
things. We had Kaprizov, but the big news was Georgiev. I think Georgiev signed in Buffalo because he knows he's going to get starter minutes. UPL showed up to Buffalo camp with a, quote, tweak.
Well,
I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yes.
Team is unsure of the extent of the injury, according to The Athletic, and doesn't have an exact timetable for when he will be back to 100%.
Georgiev could start. He could be in their home opener. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Right. And they want in 9 NHL games last year, Devin Levi had a 412 goals against average. So
Mother of pearl.
And an 872 save percentage. So obviously they're going to look at his camp. But I would think if you're starting goaltenders injured and you want Devin Levi back in the AHL again this year to find his game, Georgiev probably looked at both situations and said, that's where I'm going to get starter minutes.
You got to think both teams are probably going to be looking to pick guys off waivers.
I would think so. Because I don't think, given Devin Levi's numbers last year, and again, year to year with goaltenders, we've seen it change so much.
23.
23.
Let's not cast his career aside.
Certainly, I'm not
fine.
doing that, but I'm thinking you probably want another guy in the system beyond UPL and Georgiev.
You want to protect that guy.
they got Lyon.
They have 4 goalies in my eyes.
yeah.
I think they're good. I don't think Buffalo's going to acquire another goalie. You got 4.
I forgot about Lyon.
If it comes down to UPL, Georgiev, or Lyon, you have that plus Levi. I think they're set now on goaltending.
Yeah. Okay. So, listen, I think it's interesting with both goaltenders there. Kind of some tweaks. It does make me wonder around the league, because last year we waited until I think we were into camp before Kevin Lankinen signed. And that was one of the best signings of the offseason. Look at the contract he has now. Look at his record with the Canucks.
For all parties.
100%. But he waited.
Yeah, he's never made a better career decision.
A lot of teams were very interested in him, and he said, no, I'm going to wait for somebody to tell me that they're not healthy and I'm going to get the starter job. And lo and behold, Thatcher Demko, who had been injured, I think, in the first or second round the previous year, had that weird, bizarre soccer injury that it wasn't from soccer, but remember they were like, we don't know how to fix this.
Oh,
only soccer players get
the
this
knee thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now he's got a 5-year deal at $5 million a season. So I'm not saying Georgiev's Kevin Lankinen, but he has had flashes of brilliance. And he was bad with San Jose. He was bad with Colorado.
He needed a reset bad.
Maybe this is it for him. Maybe it's a good little reset. I mean, if he doesn't do it here, it is it for him. Mm-hmm. At least in North America, I think.
The jump, I think it'll be really interesting for Georgiev if it ends up this way, Fedotov if it ends up this way. I think it'll be good for them to go to the AHL because there can be a jump. There are 2 Leaf goalies in recent memory that I can think of where it's like, this guy can't stop a beach ball. Mm-hmm. So we're sending him to the AHL for a rehab assignment, and they were both of them virtually unbeatable. And it was Jonathan Bernier and Jonas Gustafsson. Both guys, I think, barely let in a goal. And I'm not saying the AHL sucks. I'm just saying there can be
there's a difference.
Jump.
That's why some of the best scorers in the AHL can't crack an NHL lineup.
Matt Murray was looking
the Murdog.
The Murdog was looking pretty good on the Marlies, and he'll look pretty good on the Kraken in Coachella Valley this season.
Well, I don't know, man. Grubauer might be Coachella Valley.
I think there's going to be some stuff, man. There's going to be some
Matt
crazy
Murray's
stuff
with the Kraken this year.
Yeah, we were talking about Fedotov, he's the foregone conclusion. Mm-hmm. You can clear waivers. What if it's Elvis? What if it's Merzlikins?
No, they need the depth though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can put Elvis.
No. I'm saying they could waive him and send him down. Who the hell's claiming Merzlikins?
I think he's on the opening night roster.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he
their opening
probably
starter.
is, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I think he's starting opening night. I don't think he needs to be concerned about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you
I
don't
would
want to
start Grace, but
if you
okay.
are trying to trade him, which I'm sure in a perfect world both sides would like to move on. Sending him down to the Cleveland Monsters before game 1 is not exactly a great way to do it.
But what if he's just not good?
Well, then they have to make that call about 10 games in, right?
Right.
It's like, this guy stinks. All right, well, I guess we're not trading him. Let's bring up the other guy and see what he does.
There's going to be some goalie movement. Listen, if Ivan Fedotov is getting moved, I think there's going to be a little bit of fidgeting.
Since we're on goalie corner, I'll bring up that Ilya Samsonov is still an unrestricted free agent. He can sign with any team. He's just out there. Nobody signed him this offseason. So there's somebody who's going to be somewhere, I assume, on an NHL roster.
Well, it ain't going to be Brad's roster. I know that.
What's that?
It ain't going to be Brad's roster. I know that.
No, they don't.
He was so done with him.
But like, there's a lot of teams across the league who just use depth in goaltending, and I'm surprised that he doesn't have a team yet.
Me too.
He started real good, ended not real good.
Played 29 games last year for the Golden Knights. They won the division. Like, he didn't hold them back.
His record, I don't remember what his save percentage was.
891.
His record was quite good.
891. He's a third goalie caliber right now.
891 after
282
the
goals
start
against.
that he had.
Yeah.
The start that he had was very, very good.
His playoff numbers, man. Yikes. But, you're not getting him for that.
Yeah, 16, 9, and 4.
That's a good record.
It's a good record.
Is it weird that with backup goalies, I look at their record more than the starter? Like, I don't know. Were you a liability? Were you able to win games? Mm-hmm. Did you get us points?
Yeah,
No,
'cause
23, 7, and 8 with an 890 with the Leafs. Go to jail.
Yeah, the backup goalie is like, you're coming in on the second night of back-to-back. We just need you to do your thing here and get that win. And they need to have a decent record. It can't be like the 30 games we play you this season, you're a liability.
Yeah.
I think it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what happens.
I think he lands somewhere. Like, in the next, 3 weeks? He's got to. It's a useful
Samsonov?
NHL-level
Yeah.
goaltender.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was a playoff team, too.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at that guy going, okay, he did okay in Vegas with a pretty sound defense until Pietrangelo sort of went down, right? And Pietrangelo was good, but I think obviously he was playing very hurt. Could a team and I'm just throwing this out there, could a team like a Dallas? I think Colorado's all done with goaltenders who are unstable, but can a team that plays strong structural defense? Listen,
I was
what
looking
about
at,
Florida? What about
Florida's interesting. I was looking at Calgary because they got
Wolf?
They got Dustin Wolf, and his backup right now is Devin Cooley.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because Vladar's in Philly.
Yes. Oh, right.
Big contract, too.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
you're getting a player who could start NHL games, 30 games like he did last year for league min. Like, the fact that he doesn't have a contract now means he's probably going to accept whatever. So I think that's really good value for Samsonov.
I don't mind that.
I don't know if that's a foregone conclusion.
What?
I agree with you, but he maybe part of the reason he doesn't have a deal is he's like, well, I don't know. I got some name brand here. Give me 1.5. Give me 2.
I can see that. Well, not 2. 1.8 was his contract last year, so I don't see it going above that.
Murray got $1 million.
Right. So
He didn't play.
I could see Samsonov getting 1.5.
Yeah.
That's a really good price for somebody who, in a pinch, couple goalies go down, he could start a month for you. It's not the worst thing in the world.
As someone who's not an enormous Ilya Samsonov fan, he straight up deserves it.
Yeah.
One team to keep an eye on. One team to keep an eye on is the Carolina Hurricanes. They have a mountain of cap space. Not that they need it for Samsonov, but they've got Ruslan Kazayev. I think it's Kazayev.
Show me.
Who's a very young goalie at 20. But they don't have any real experience.
Ruslan. For sure, it's Ruslan.
Well, they got 3 because they'll go Anderson, Kochekov, and Caden Primo.
I guess
that's probably 1, 2, 3 in your organization.
Yeah,
depth, right?
Yeah. I mean, in Caden Primo, I don't know how long he's. You look at Caden Primo's numbers last year, 836 save percentage at the NHL level.
I don't know
I
what
think
happened
Sammy's
there.
better than that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's not usable.
And that's a strong. I mean, they're probably taking a bet on Caden Primo, but there's a strong defensive system where they're going to smother teams. Just give me the odd safe.
There's 26 teams where if we look at their roster and you see their third goaltender, I'd go, Ilya Samsonov can compete for that job.
Yeah.
Listen, the elephant in the room is like someone is very obviously going to sign Carter Hart. And I don't know who that's going to be.
Well, it's not going to be, we know that according to CJ, it's not going to be Philly and it's not going to be Edmonton.
Okay.
He wants a new start and it's going to be in the United States.
Yeah.
So, here's what I think makes a ton of sense is one of those. I mean, if the Ducks didn't already have their goaltender of the future, I'd be like, hey, that makes a lot of sense. With the Sharks,
They already have 3 guys.
With the Sharks, Askarov they think is the goalie of the future, but he hasn't proven it. Would Carter Hart not make sense there? Quieter market.
But ignoring the minefield that comes with signing one of those guys, cannot sign the deal until October 15th. So a week into the season.
We'll probably have to play in the AHL first to see where.
I don't know the answer to. So you're not allowed to play in the NHL. Okay, back up, Steve. You're not allowed to sign until October 15th. You're not allowed to play until December 1st. Now, I don't know if the goalie would be allowed to sign October 15th, get assigned to the AHL, play in the AHL, and then get recalled on December 1st. I'm not sure that's how that works. I'll look into it. I'll ask some questions.
No idea, but I do think I think CJ mentioned in the article that they'll get a conditioning stint or whatever it is to play there. But I feel like a team.
It's odd to me that the player would be eligible to play in the American League and not the NHL.
No, I'm saying after October 15th.
No. So the way it's supposed to work is you sign the deal October 15th, but you're essentially suspended until December 1st.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
But do AHL suspensions go to the NHL? Do NHL suspensions go to the AHL? I believe the answer is no.
No, because we've seen guys who get suspended at the NHL level go down and they're playing the AHL, and when they get called up, they have to serve that suspension, right?
Right.
So, they might be eligible to play in the AHL.
It's that's a fascinating one.
I mean, if you're
for a number of reasons.
the Kraken have Joey Decord. I'm trying to think of teams that really sort of need it, and there are teams that do that are somewhat either newer markets or quieter markets.
Calgary's a real sneaky one.
Oh, he's not signing in Canada. Carter Hart.
Right.
So take all the Canadian teams out of it and take Philly out of it. He wants a fresh start.
All right, and the Sharks thing, Chris Johnson mentioned that one of Carter Hart's priorities is the team that will win. So winning is a thing for him. Yeah.
All right, let me just scratch a few teams off there. Yeah. There's, I think, going to be considerable goalie movement, and that whole thing is quite the monkey wrench in the everything. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Whose goaltending sucks is Pittsburgh. Not too far away from where he used to live.
They just got Fleury.
Yeah, on a PTO for one game.
We should do that segment.
We are. We're going to. No.
For one game?
Yeah.
You think he's going to play one game?
Well, okay, let's get into it. Do you think he's coming back?
Alan.
Can you tell
one game, Alan?
Tell people what happened first?
Okay, so Marc-André Fleury signed a PTO to finish out his career
as soon as we friggin' finish the show
with the Penguins
on Friday.
So he will be playing in a couple of weeks here with Crosby and Malkin and Letang, like the old times.
Unreal.
And he was good last year, and when he retired, Alan said on the show there are teams that still want him. He
was offered 5 deals or 5 teams called.
Yeah.
Asking about his services.
Yeah.
That's impressive for a retired guy.
And the answer on the AHL stuff with Carter Hart, sorry to go back and forth, but there's an answer on it, so we don't
give it to
anymore. He gets a month to practice with his team, so from October 15th to November 15th, and then he becomes eligible for the AHL on a conditioning assignment from November 15th to December 1st.
Okay.
That was in the CJ article on what's next for Carter Hart.
I knew I read that in there somewhere.
Yeah. So there's your answer on that. Steve, does that change your opinion? Or add to your opinion?
No. At the end of the day, if you need a goalie, this one can't play for you till December 1st.
If winning is a priority.
It's a big factor, right?
If winning's a priority, I look at the Minnesota Wild. What's they just lost Fleury.
Anton Forsberg, I think, is their backup.
Okay, he's pretty good. He's not a bad backup.
with Philip Gustafsson? They're just collecting all the former Ottawa goalies?
They have Jesper Wallstedt too.
Wallstedt.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong about Forsberg.
I don't think he's there.
Jesper Wallstedt. Sorry, I forgot all about him.
Yeah.
He might be excellent.
He might be. Last year, .843 save percentage in 4 games or 2 games. So that's not really fair.
It's 2 games.
Well, but that's the point, right?
There's going to be a lot of movement, man.
It's 2 games.
There's going to be a lot of movement.
Curious about that. That'd be fascinating.
As for Fleury, sorry. I mean, if he was willing to play for the Penguins, like regular season games, I don't think he'd suck, man. Like, I think he'd be just fine.
Well, like, he didn't suck last year.
Yeah, he would help them win games. Like, he did not, to borrow a phrase from Adam Wilde, have retirement forced upon him. He chose to leave.
So this game against Columbus on September 27th that he's going to play, it said he's going to play parts of the periods. Like, he's not going to play the full game. It said parts of the game. But are you guys under the belief that this will be enough to scratch his itch? Or does he do this and then we're like, oh, he's playing another preseason game?
If you are...
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so
I think
either.
he's done.
I think he's done.
It'd be ridiculous if he came back.
If you are his friends on the Pittsburgh Penguins, every prank he pulls on you, you laugh until you pull a muscle and you go, hey, man, I just I got this Rolls Royce that, like, I don't use it anymore. And I bought the wrong one, and I don't want to go through the hassle of returning it. Do you want it? And let you roll out the red carpet after the goaltending that you've gotten for I don't even know how long. You roll out the red carpet to get this guy to play one more friggin' year. One more.
No.
One more. Oh, what? It's been fun to be a Penguin
I think
recently?
The whole retirement tour last year, it would be odd for me to see him just go back on all of that and be like, one more.
So
like, no, we did it. We're done. This is now your final goodbye.
Yeah.
We'll see you later at the Hockey Hall of Fame when you're inducted in, 3 years when he's eligible.
Listen, man, he could have signed, if he really wanted to play in Pittsburgh, he could have signed there last year or the year before, whatever deal he signed.
Could sign now.
But the thing is, he and his family they were going to retire to Vegas. And then they went to Minnesota and loved it so much there that the house they built in Vegas, they finished it and then immediately sold it and said, we're retiring here.
What if the summer
Vegas said, screw you, you're not retiring here. We're going to move you.
Well, and
what if he had a boring summer? What if he didn't like retirement?
And I just want to say, that then he's with his family agreed they're going to stay in Minnesota. He's going to coach his kids. Actually, no, he's going to be in Pittsburgh the whole year. He's got 4 kids. I'm sorry, I don't believe it.
Done.
I just don't believe it. I think he's done.
4 kids?
Yeah. Yeah, are you kidding? No. He wants to go. I could see him in management. I could see him being a goaltender coach. I can see him doing a bunch of different things. He doesn't want to do broadcasting from what I've heard. But I can tell you that it does not make a lot of familial sense unless they're going to uproot those kids it's Monday, September 15th, and the States goes to school early. They're a month in.
What if he only plays the Penguins game in Minnesota?
That I could see. Or he only plays home games or something. Or away games. I don't know. But I just feel like this doesn't make sense.
He's retired.
He's retired.
Yeah, this is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen this in the NHL before. We've all seen the one days to retire that player, but to actually play in a game?
Yeah.
I've never seen this in my whole life.
This is where Kyle Dubas rocks.
Yeah.
This is most GMs would never allow this to happen. Kyle Dubas is like, fuck it, it's a preseason game.
You have 6 games to evaluate your goaltending, and he's lighting one of them on fire.
Well, because he knows, he knows Tristan Jarry's going down at some point this year to the AHL.
Well, I don't know. But think of what this does for the morale.
Oh, 100%. And the vibes are bad.
And the fan base.
The vibes are bad. But here's the deal. New ownership group, celebration of the past. And if he does sign and stay and play, they'll literally be like the Expendables. Like, it's going to be bringing out all the old guys from the action movies.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
So,
it's
such a good point about, I think this is a great insight into Kyle Dubas.
Yes.
Because this is why players love playing for him and why he can make a lot of friends within the hockey circles. But it's also why he makes mistakes. He's always doing right by guys. And here is an instance where he's the ultimate do right by guys guy.
Yeah.
And he gets Marc-André Fleury to play a game. Who cares about the preseason? This is so much fun. This is what we would do if we ran a team.
Yes.
This is so cool. But then he makes trades where he's doing right by guys when he should just hold on to them or play hardball. He doesn't have that in his blood. So it's I think it's a real good insight into who he is and how he runs a hockey team.
Kyle is never not a fan. Like the reason Erik Karlsson was almost a Leaf and was a Penguin is because Kyle Dubas grew up a Sens fan and worships Erik Karlsson. Loves
those
him.
guys.
And you know what? Pretty good guy to worship. Still pretty great. The Penguins might not be great, but Erik Karlsson's still great.
Right.
Like if you look at that trade on balance, what they gave up and what they got, Erik Karlsson sort of came through.
He picked the right Sen. He wasn't like, you know what, man, we got to get Tom Prizing involved in this organization.
I'm a big Damian Rhodes guy.
Man,
Actually, I am.
I love Damian Rhodes.
But I think the point is that Kyle is still a fan. He hasn't forgotten that.
Yeah.
And the old guard general managers would be like, we're not screwing around. But the Penguins can screw around. Nobody thinks they're going to be good. And if they are, that's great, but nobody thinks it.
In actual dollars, you're going to have a sold-out preseason game with a ticket that's probably a premium price.
Yeah. That is called treating your fans well. I respect it.
I remember there was a small trade way back when where Kyle Dubas acquired Jared McCann for Philip Hollander just to leave Jared McCann exposed in the expansion draft for Seattle. And there was a moment there where some people argued that he could not do the right thing by the guy and send him over to Seattle and leave someone else exposed and keep this very good player in Jared McCann. But Kyle Dubas did what he promised and acquired a player because Seattle wanted him and left him open. And he could have been a Leaf, and he wasn't. And I think that's the bad side of Kyle Dubas being Kyle Dubas. And then there's the good side of it where he does this really cool thing that I've never seen before in letting Marc-André Fleury play in a preseason game.
I'm going to find Barabanov a place to play for a guy who's
4 years.
Going to be a depth player on the Marlies.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, there's endless, but listen.
Yeah, where do you want to go? I'll send you there. I'll do right by you. I'm Kyle Dubas.
But this move is not on a list of failures. This is just a
home
banger.
Run.
Yeah.
Home run.
Yeah.
Home run.
And you know what? The Penguins need it.
Yep.
Like you've heard the way we've spoken about them the last 24 months on this show, and Penguins fans think we're picking on them. We're not actually picking on you. We're picking on Fenway Sports Group and Kyle Dubas' decision making.
We've explained it.
And we've explained it, but they don't seem to get it. And then the Sidney Crosby stuff. And I just have to say,
some of them.
that's where the Penguins need to be now. The Penguins need to do a little bit of what the Sens are doing. The Penguins need to be warm and embrace their legacy because it's over.
Oh, dear.
And the Senators need to embrace their fans and be those pesky Sens again because they're the little brother in this province. And they got to be a pain in the ass. And every time they beat Toronto, they got to go
down to the bobbleheads.
They got to go berserk about it. They have to.
Down to the bobbleheads.
Yes.
But the Penguin, listen, improving your team is difficult. And it is not the kind of thing that happens overnight. Trades are difficult to make. Signings are difficult to make. Why don't you go out and get this guy? Well, he didn't want to. It's not a video game.
Yep.
This is a dirt cheap, I assume. There's got to be rules with signing guys to a PEO. This is a PTO. This has got to be a dirt cheap, grand salami victory for the Penguins. Who is upset about this?
Well, even Sportsnet in Canada should make this a national game.
Yes!
They actually, by the way,
Penguins Columbus
just
game.
found out the Marner game when he returns to Toronto. I know it's a Friday night. They have just upgraded it to a national game.
I mean, fucking A.
Yeah.
What are you, allergic to money? It's gonna be one of the most watched games of the season.
It means that we're gonna get wow, Vegas looks so good all game.
It might be
wow,
the
they're
most
so
watched.
good. I love Vegas so much. I don't love the Leafs. Please don't tell them I love the Leafs. Please don't tell them.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's the way Sportsnet handles a national game.
Yeah. Mitch Marner's returning to Toronto.
Man, he's
anyway,
the greatest player to ever play for the Leafs.
Yeah. Anyway, here's a 14-minute feature with Brett Howden. What are you doing?
Jesus. All right.
What are you Sorry, I picked a depth player on the Golden Knights and
maybe not
landed
the
on that
player
one.
to pick.
Got it.
So I'm looking at the prices.
Keegan
of
Colasar.
the Penguins, Blue Jackets preseason game
those are
that
expensive.
Fleury's going to play in, and the lowest, cheapest ticket right now is $173.
Should we drive down?
No.
Management?
$173. That'll get you in the upper bowl.
I should text Alan, but Alan, I want to go with you.
Ownership right now is, I think, quite happy with Kyle Dubas's job on.
That's a good
Most expensive
$408
best seats. Let's
for a
see.
preseason.
$561. You can sit in the bottom level by the glass.
You guys don't want to go?
Center.
There won't be an empty seat in that building. No way.
I don't know. The 561 might be a little empty.
I mean, it'll go down. I knew it was going to be expensive, but that's maybe insane.
$561 to go see Penguins.
That's $700 Canadian dollars.
Hey, do you want to see a game that doesn't count? This is like an alumni game where all the players are active. Basically.
Yeah.
Like,
it'll be cool. And I like that they also gave him the opportunity to practice with the team.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because I think he's probably going to enjoy the practices with the guys more than the game. Like, knowing Fleury and how much he just likes being around hockey and the guys and everything, it seems like that's also such a big carrot for him to do this.
2 years ago, the Tampa Bay Lightning's season began with a training camp press conference with their captain going, "I am mad. Mm-hmm. I am mad and sad, and this is bullshit." Mm-hmm. How do we feel? What do you think the vibes were like for that?
Terrible.
Do we think everyone loved it? Everyone, Steve's a little pissed, you know? And because you called him Steve, he prefers Steven. That's why. Get the guy practicing and you get to play a game. How could you not feel good about that?
Yeah.
How could you possibly not feel good about that? You can ride that. Who knows? Like the gap between the Penguins and, the teams right above them is not insurmountable. Like, you never know.
And you know who deserves all the credit for this is Alan Walsh for negotiating the PTO. Round of applause.
How many millions do you think Alan will make off this PTO?
I hope tens.
Tens of millions.
Tens of millions.
Something to keep an eye on. Hey, before I get into this next piece, what do you do when you realize a general manager isn't good at their job? If you're
am I?
You're another general manager. What do you do?
You
call them
going to them. Yeah,
all the time.
It's the Barry Trotz rule. Always do business with Barry Trotz.
I call them till my name burns itself into their screen.
Yeah, until I run out of minutes.
Yes.
Like it's 2003 and I'm running on a minutes plan on my phone.
So it's funny you mentioned Barry Trotz.
Yeah,
because 23-year-old 2020 draft pick Luke Evangelista, who scores at about a 40-point clip over an 80-game season, valuable player, right winger from Toronto, Ontario. Luke Evangelista and the Nashville Predators are quote-unquote far apart in their negotiations.
Oh, dear.
They're looking for somewhere in the neighborhood of a 2 to 3 year deal, but they're thinking that Luke could be a pretty damn good player one day. And doesn't it feel like Luke Evangelista could be one of those guys where because if you look at Toronto, they got some forwards that they don't really need. There is a logjam. They want to let people sort of fight it out. If I'm Brad, I'm picking up the phone and at least being like, hey, what would a Luke Evangelista package look like, right? And I'm not saying he's going to be Mitch Marner, but Luke Evangelista is a pretty good hockey player.
I am looking this up because I am getting ready to get upset. Is Luke Evangelista of Italian descent?
What?
This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Why?
Because Barry Trotz keeps trading Italians and getting rid of them.
Tomasino. It's Greek, I think.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Evangelista?
Evangelista name comes from the Greek word Evangelos, good news, or gospel.
That doesn't mean he's not Italian.
It doesn't mean he's not Italian. Greek roots, according to Google. But that doesn't mean he's not Italian.
How dare Barry Trotz?
There is a Evangelista who was an Italian organist, pianist, and teacher. Listen, Greece and Italy, a lot of crossover there.
A lot of olives, a lot of talking with your hands, hairy forearms. Our noses have character. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. A little bit.
Roman, Athenian nose.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm fed up with Barry Trotz. I think we take our business elsewhere. Fed up with him. Fed up with him.
I do think it's available that he is, or I think it's interesting that he's available
So is he in?
or not available.
So he doesn't have a
Restricted.
contract for this year.
Yeah.
year.
And so that I think it's unfair to poke Barry Trotz for this one.
Okay.
Because there are other RFAs around the league. So if Barry Trotz is going to be criticized for this, then we got to go to all the general managers.
But he's
Of
like the
course.
best one available, right?
No.
He's-
Mason McTavish is unsigned.
Oh,
Luke
yeah.
Hughes is unsigned.
Luke Hughes is unsigned?
Yeah, Luke Hughes is currently unsigned. He's an RFA and he needs a contract.
No
so if we're
shit.
poking at Evangelista for being unsigned, there's two guys ahead of the list.
I guess
on me, Evangelista is probably third on that, and the Kupari's unsigned too.
I just think if you're looking at who's had the cold streak lately,
on transactions.
transactionally, Barry's been the guy.
We are watching you. Yes.
Yeah. Like Verbeek, I told you, if Mason McTavish is not a Duck by the start of the season, then I pull back everything good I say about Verbeek and the Ducks. But I think he's done a good job of taking advantage of other teams' problems, specifically the New York Rangers. He's got two quality guys. He doesn't care what he pays them. And I think that's a pretty good team in the making.
They have
3 weeks to figure that out.
Yeah,
He hasn't done
McTavish
it.
and them need to get together.
the Ducks
Deal that.
have. I have my notes next to me for the previews that we're about to do. $20.5 million in cap space right now, and their trade deadline cap space is 93.9.
Well, it'll be less than that when they sign McTavish.
Like, man, if unless they trade him, that team, they better compete for a playoff spot, like you are saying.
They should.
Otherwise, they are going to be a graveyard.
Yep.
Like, hey, do you have a shitty contract? Do you have a contract that's maybe not shitty? It's just you don't like it anymore. Here we go.
The new Coyotes.
Give us whatever. Oh my God.
You don't want to be that sad.
No, I don't think they will be. It's just the amount of cap space they have is staggering.
So
Which of the RFAs who are currently unsigned do you think is the negotiation that's going to go on the longest and be the most contentious?
McTavish.
We got McTavish. We got Luke Hughes in New Jersey. We got Luke Evangelista in Nashville. Alexander Holtz in Vegas.
Oh,
Rasmus Kupari in Winnipeg. And we got in Chicago, Wyatt Kaiser.
so Fitzgerald's such a great GM, I think, in New Jersey. I think that deal gets done. Also, you want to get the Luke Hughes deal done so you can eventually get Quinn Hughes, right? So you can complete the circle. Everybody knows it's coming.
The only thing that makes that contentious is like, I'm going to call Jack.
Yeah, Verbeek's a pain in the ass. He's a pain in the ass to trade with. He's a pain in the ass to deal with. And by the way, he likes that. He takes pride in that. I think the McTavish Verbeek thing, McTavish Ducks thing, goes on into training camp.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read Barry Trotz. This is the thing. Like I know after when you say the Predators are involved in a trade, I'm definitely looking at what they got. But the reason I'm looking at what they got is because I could never predict it. With Kyle Dubas, I'm like, what smallish guy did he pluck out of obscurity?
Yeah.
Right? I know his deal. I know what Brad kind of signs and trades like. I know what Brad I don't know what the fuck Barry wants. And
I have no idea what he's trying to make the Preds look like.
I don't know what their
That's a great
identity
point.
is.
He's just
right?
throwing darts.
Well, that's how it feels, right? And so if Luke Evangelista gets traded, I wouldn't know who he's getting traded to, and I don't know what they would get for him.
Someone less Italian.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
gun.
Some
Even if
waspy
he's not.
shit,
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm a wasp, I can say that. Okay.
Doug. Duggerson.
Doug Smitherson.
Doug Smithers.
So your bet's McTavish.
It has to.
I think it's
Yeah,
McTavish.
I think you guys are right on that.
Which is wild because, again, they have
actually the Ducks.
20.5. What?
the Ducks.
Oh, you stink.
Sorry.
They have $20.5 million in cap space.
Yep.
It's weird that it's taking them so long to get this done. Same, I think all of these deals, like these teams have the room. New Jersey has $6 million in cap space to sign Luke Hughes. For them, I think that it comes down to length because you're unsure of what he's going to be. And I think they probably want a shorter term and the Devils want a longer term because they're going to keep down that average. And it might turn out to be like a great contract if he matures in something really good.
I will say this. I'm curious to know what the number is that all these guys have in mind because, again, we are obviously not it's not clocking to us what the new cap reality is. Because again, some of the names that have come up in research for the previews, I'm like, they're making what? And Kaprizov was offered what? And he said no to what? And these guys could be asking for whatever the number you think it is. They could be asking for $2 or $3 million more than that.
I got one for you. Okay. Luke Hughes, 4th overall pick, 2021. 5th overall the year before was who? Let's see if Steve knows this.
Wait, in 2020?
Yeah. Which is unfair because it's 2020, but...
Yeah, that draft. Fuck. I don't know.
That'd be Jake Sanderson.
Oh. Really?
Jake Sanderson was a 5th overall pick. When he signed his contract, his extension, he had played 77 games and got 32 points. Luke Hughes has played 155 and he's had 93. And in consecutive years, 2 years ago, 82 games, 47 points. He missed 9 games last year, still had 44. So if Sanderson's deal looks like that, actually the Devils don't have the cap space to sign him. But at least not long term.
The Devils right now, as they're constructed, like I love their defense, and that's without Luke Hughes. So I'm looking at their top defensemen right now. It's Dougie Hamilton, Brett Pesce, Brendan Dillon, Kovacevic, Siegenthaler, Simon Nemec. And then you got Seamus Casey as well in there.
Does Keith like Kovacevic? Do we know? Remember there was that dust up between the two of them last year?
Yeah. But like I look at those defensemen, I'm like, you're not starved for Luke Hughes. He's gonna be on this team. He's gonna be really good. So if I'm playing hardball with that number, because I think I have a pretty good decor, and you're gonna be in addition to that, but I think like I'm not just gonna give you a blank check.
I got one for you. Does Luke make more than Jack? Jack Hughes is currently signed to what might end up being the best contract in the league.
What is it, 7.875?
8.
Oh, it's just 8 mil?
8 until 2030.
Holy shit, he left some money on the... Well,
and the day it was signed, people were like, are you serious?
Well, this is the thing, though, that the Hughes family will know after doing with Quinn and with Jack, because both of them are on steal deals right now.
Luke is going to be the highest paid Hughes.
Yes, and Luke
out of all of them.
Because they've learned from the other two guys.
Yeah.
And maybe the Devils want him on a long-term deal, and he's probably like, I'm 22, and I really don't need to do a long-term deal.
And I'm going to be really good. What are the odds he makes more than, like, forget his brother Jack. What about Cale Makar? Makar makes what, 9?
Yes.
He's due for an extension.
Buddy.
Here. He can sign an extension now.
And you're looking at me like, you're crazy. You're out of here.
Cale Makar could get Kaprizov money. And he would be worth it.
How many players in the league are more valuable than Cale Makar? And if your answer is longer than 5 guys, I think you should maybe be in prison.
Yeah, I don't. I just don't know. Like he controls the ice, controls it.
He's one of the best players in the world.
Yeah,
like at any position. Period. And this young man, the only thing that keeps the number down is the amount of RFA years that you're going to have to buy there. Mm-hmm. But that's it. He might make more than Jack.
So do you bridge him or do you go long term? I'm sure the Devils want to go long term, but they probably have to bridge him. They only got 6. I mean, you can move people out.
You should go long term because the Devils, we keep waiting for them to pop off, and health is a big factor in that. He sure makes 7.25. Mm-hmm. Hughes makes 8. Dude, the guys you could potentially add, they should be a candidate or a contender, for anybody. Anybody.
It's if Dougie Hamilton's healthy. You need that. That's the
trade him. What if you LTIR him? What if...
I think he's healthy. No, I think he is, but he missed a lot of last year.
They're a contender for absolutely everyone, I think.
You know why this might not be done? Because there needs to be a corresponding move to get this done. Does there not?
I think they got to move money out.
They only have $6.8 million in cap, but $6.1 million in cap space. Like I think I mentioned before that they had enough room to get this.
This is at minimum an $8 million deal.
Like I would take that Sanderson deal that he signed right now for Luke Hughes, but they probably want much more than that.
I would think so.
Mm-hmm. So the Devils need to do something here to get this done.
That's crazy.
If he gets, I would say a fair number feels like 8. I could be wrong, but you don't think it can't be more than that?
If I'm a New Jersey Devils fan and they announce 8, I leave my house immediately and start parading through the streets.
But I think the difference though is that it's what's the opportunity he's going to be given this year? Is Dougie Hamilton on PP1? And if he is, right? And if Luke is signing that, he's going, wait a second, who's on the first power play unit? I want to know that.
You did A-okay with him.
You did great. And so maybe the corresponding move, Jesse, is to move out Dougie Hamilton.
What?
And
yes. What? There were whispers of it last year.
There were.
Not?
Yeah, but why? How does that make sense?
Because you have your new guy.
Yeah, they play different sides of the ice.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
But
you don't need to get rid of.
Call Jim Rutherford and go, hey.
They both play on the power play. They play different sides of the ice.
Oh, you mean different sides of the ice on the same power play?
Yeah,
but
why
I don't think
can't they play the left and the right side of the power play?
Yeah, you can do that.
You could, but I think you got better forwards than that, don't you?
I mean, you have Brott, you have Heischer, you have Hughes, you have Meyer. You have. I know I'm missing guys.
Yeah, they're monsters up front.
I'm pretty sure they would have been fine. They were fine last year running out Hamilton and Hughes on the power play.
Okay.
That to me makes no sense. I think you're out to lunch on that one.
I mean, it's not the move I would make, but they can. I'm just saying.
What if you call Vancouver with like 1 for 1? I'll give you Hamilton. You give me.
He's also got like a full no move clause. I just checked the anchor on his contract, so I don't think Dougie Hamilton's going anywhere to make room for Luke Hughes.
Never know.
I think they're playing together.
That'd be cool.
or it's Hughes and Pesce. Like, and then you spread it out. That probably makes much more sense. Hughes and Pesce, and then that's your 1-2, and then Hamilton's on that second pairing. You spread out the wealth there.
Is Pesce a righty?
Yeah,
Pesce's a righty.
Plays on the right side,
and you have Nemec.
Yeah. Like,
damn, dude.
I think they have a very good decor. Somebody needs to move out for them to get this done, but I think they get it done, and I think it comes in at a number where everybody's jealous of it.
Why are we missing the real easy one, Kovacevic?
Yeah, so that's who I was going to just say. I think that's the guy who I think is a good enough player. It just seemed like when Sheldon Keefe called him out directly last year.
I don't think anybody wants that contract.
Yeah, it's
$4 million till 2030,
and Montreal gave him to New Jersey for nothing. Like, dude, it was like
the contracts that were handed out this summer, Kovacevic might have gotten more than that. Like, if he was a free agent.
Yeah.
I think he would have got at least 4.
Yeah. Your options to move out are Brendan Dillon, left shot, $4 million for the next 2 years. Siegenthaler, left shot, $3.4 million for 3 more years.
Their healthy decor's nuts.
Yeah, I think Brendan Dillon, man.
That's why I wanted to read it off when we started. It's unreal.
Brendan Dillon's like a solid. If you're in the playoffs, you want a Brendan.
They don't need all these people. That's too many people. Yeah. That's way too many people. And Kovacevic, to me, doesn't fit.
The only thing is he's on the right side, right? And you're making room on the left side for Hughes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm saying Dillon, who's a lefty, and Siegenthaler, who's a lefty. You got options. Those are your 2 lefty options to move out.
Fuck, man. They're going to be active.
That's exciting.
There's a New Jersey something coming here, and these RFA deals, I'm glad we hit on them because they're an underrated story right now. You have very talented young players across the league. The list of the top 3, Evangelista, Hughes, and McTavish, just unsigned, and we're a couple days away from training.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I want to do one more thing before we hit the press conference here. I just have to bring light to this Kevin Weeks tweet over the weekend. Obviously, Anthony Stolarz' extension talks are ongoing, and it's been very un-Toronto. Like, everybody talks about, there's so much noise. You've not heard a damn thing about this, even though they haven't come to an agreement. But what I love about Weeks' tweet is it's a lot of words. In speaking to involved parties, I'm told both sides are leaving no stone unturned in their discussions towards a potential extension for goalie Stolarz, who was among the top 5 for several goaltending metrics the last 2 seasons.
So both parties are being grown-ups.
And not leaking shit to the press. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, like, I don't know. That's not a thing.
Well, it's also like that doesn't advance the story. Like, we're not. No, I'm not Kevin. I'm not getting anything more.
They're doing their due diligence. Like, all that tells me is it's a priority for both parties.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah,
there's none of this. I'm not going to negotiate during the season and bleh. I guess maybe I should. Maybe I should be reacting to this more positively, because what happened last year is, well, Marner's not talking. He's not going to negotiate during the season. He's not doing it, right? And now there's this where you obviously have two parties that they like each other very much. They love each other very much. They're going to kiss. It's just a question of when. So you know what? I take it back. Kevin Weeks said everything.
No stone unturned.
The subtext there
just
is
made me
3
laugh.
years, $2.5 million per season.
Whoa.
That's the subtext.
Well, now we've already gone through one of our previous episodes. We did talk. I'm not going to get into it, but we talked about what the AAV should be, and
He's going to make
whatever.
like double what I just said.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to make a lot of money. So let's do the press conference.
The Presser. SDP. The Steve Dangle Press Conference.
Don't forget, tomorrow night, SDP is hosting a Q&A. That's us, the three of us.
Stupid.
We'll be live on our Discord server. So if you hit the link in the description, you can find how to join us on Discord, and you sign up for the server. And then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, Adam will be moderating a live Q&A with the three of us.
Why is there a bird on this?
Yeah.
thing?
What the hell's going on here, Justin?
Justin.
Why is there a bird on this graphic? Put the graphic back up. What's going on here?
So this is you guys did this a couple years ago. This is live on Discord, and this is basically the exact same poster, but instead of Steve, I just replaced it with a boob.
It is a blue-footed booby.
Oh, is that what that
The
is?
damn bird.
That is
It's also
name-
one of our emojis if you're a member of SDP VIP on
That's right.
YouTube.
Oh, fun.
The blue-footed booby has made several appearances on SDPN channels.
It's a bird with blue feet called a booby.
Cool. So tomorrow, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, SDP Discord. By the way, I've previewed some of the questions, and I said if you want to ask a question, you have to give us a great compliment first. And some of the compliments are just hilarious.
So you're like, our
I'm
boobies.
excited.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to read out.
Yeah, that's a requirement, right?
Yeah. Requirement is you must compliment us. You must be, like, it must be obnoxious, though. So
The more inflammatory question, the
bigger the
nicer
compliment.
Adam, your smile shines with the force of 1,000 suns, and I just wanted to fucking know.
when are you going to face reality? Okay, Jesse, what questions do we have?
First up comes from Inais We Trust. They want to know,
Indeed.
did Steve do his Leafs prospect video? You can bring it up there.
No, not yet.
So is that happening?
Yes,
Yes?
this
Okay.
week.
Did you watch the
This
prospect
week?
games?
This week. I don't know what day.
Did you watch Luke Hames just rip it up this weekend?
Man,
3 goals in 2 games, man.
Adam, I want you to sit here and say thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't mention Ryan Kierwan once.
Or Jacob Quillen.
Jacob Quillen's on an NHL contract.
Ryan-
he might even play games.
Ryan
this year.
Ferberg.
Ferberg.
scored
See,
too.
he's on an NHL deal too. But I was talking about Kierwan, who I was like, I watched 2 prospect tournament games, and you were so good. I think you should get an NHL deal. And I was going to talk about maybe he should get an NHL deal. And then I was like, that is nuts, Steven. That's actually insane.
Yeah, because nobody knows what that is yet. But they might. They might.
They
Keep
will.
playing like that.
There was a lot of Ivan Demidov talk out of the prospect tournaments for Montreal.
Man, he looked good.
We need to temper our expectations on what an NHLer is doing against people who are not in the NHL.
How about this?
Killed a man.
Chill a little.
He almost killed a man, though. Did you see that deke?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Why was... does he need to play in these games?
No. I think he just likes playing hockey.
I think he likes
Yeah.
hockey.
He played 2 NHL regular season games. He played 5 playoff games.
And he was electric.
And he played in the KHL, which, listen, I'm not sure KHL players need to play these games.
No.
That's one of the highest levels of hockey in the entire world, and you're making them play against. I'm not.
Demidov.
I don't think Ivan Demidov. I think Demidov is above this.
He's so good right now. He doesn't need to be out there.
Yeah.
Like it was ridiculous to see him out there, and making any judgments on how good he is based on that is ridiculous because his current skill is so much better than anybody else on the ice.
You could argue he was taking a roster spot from someone who really
Yeah,
deserved it.
who needed some practice.
Yeah.
I've like the dude is good. What are we doing running him out there?
I've watched
Oh, hey guys,
tournaments.
Connor McDavid in that tournament was crazy.
Did he play prospect
No,
tournament?
Austin needed to go out in the prospect tournament this weekend and play some guys.
He
I
did
think he might
play
have
in the
played.
prospect tournament.
No, this weekend.
when he was a prospect.
He
though.
needed to go out this weekend so we can see how Austin is amongst these guys. Like, no.
Like,
Demidov's good.
yeah, man. I know you cut your teeth in the Swiss league, but where do you get a load of these guys?
Yeah, no. These guys who don't have NHL deals.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm not. I've watched those games and I've heard the broadcaster go, "Oh, here's so and so to take the face off. He's in his 5th prospect tournament." 5th?
Yeah.
You've been a prospect for 5 years.
Eventually, you're not a prospect anymore.
You're
know
just
you.
a man. That's
you're
some
a
man
guy.
showing up to the rink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll give a pass to a goalie.
I want
I'll
to
give a pass to a goalie, but everyone else, that's enough.
What are the rules? When do we cut you off? Because for me, playing in an NHL playoff game should be a cutoff. Demidov was a playoff regular.
5 of them. It'll
Oh
be
no,
4.
we need him out there against the prospects.
His 4th game this season, he will have played more regular season games than in the playoffs. But not until he plays number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like he's very clearly. I mean, the fear is just, what if he gets hurt?
That too.
But you can't live your life like that. He's a pro athlete, not a Fabergé egg. He's got to get up to speed. North American ice, whatever. But he put it this way: he wasn't playing in that tournament to find out whether or not he was good enough,
Or to make a team.
or to make a team.
Steve, you would. Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I just want to. You still have not made your prospect pyramid. I mean, this
No.
will be it right here.
No,
That is the question.
Oh, you're gonna make it. You said this week.
You are.
Yeah,
You said this week it's coming out.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your memory would be good on this. Who was the Leafs prospect? Was it last year or the year before who took a run at a guy and like hit him high in the head and he prove a point? He was a good prospect and he got a concussion out of it.
there was Roni Hirvonen got hit during like a Leafs prospect intra squad game.
Yeah, and it was hit by another Leafs prospect, right?
It was
Or just a guy out there.
He was out there
guy.
on like a tryout.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, or
I don't
something.
remember that.
a guy. I
I
don't
think it's
remember
the
who it is.
Hirvonen hit. I'll just Google it. I didn't know who it was.
And he that's a 2nd round pick and he's gone. He's gone now. No, that screwed up like his, I want to say his North American pro
Dillingham.
debut. Dillingham.
Yeah.
Like who, respectfully, I don't remember that person.
Yeah, it was during the prospect thing. He got a concussion because Dillingham took a run at him.
Dillingham, what's his first name? Let's start there.
Let me see.
That's at an intra squad game. So like again,
Nolan.
where did he play last year?
Let's look up Nolan Dillingham.
If it was in the Leafs organization, shame on me. Maybe it was with the Cincinnati Cyclones.
He was with the Marlies in 23-24. He played 1 game. And then with the Growlers in 23-24, he played 49 games. And last year, there's no pro numbers on his DB page.
Okay. Like that falls under the category of shit happens.
Yeah.
But like if you can help it, like with Roni Hirvonen is not Ivan Demidov. You know what I mean?
Nolan Dillingham played at St. Mary's University last year, or is playing there this year. He did not play hockey last year and will be on St. Mary University's team this season.
Good for him.
And 2 years ago, he took a run at Hirvonen.
Roni Hirvonen.
That's
I don't
what
even
was trying to remember.
I don't remember how it happened, but like, yeah, man, these tournaments, there's always someone, almost all of them, who are out there to prove a point.
Mm-hmm. I think it's weird to have Demidov going full stride out there for a whole weekend.
If he was out there to prove a point, he proved it.
Yeah,
Get him
he's
warmed
good.
up. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, next question comes from Luke. Listen to Luke on Twitter. Is Adam as bad at golf as he says he is, better or worse?
I'm as bad as you think I am.
I think Adam is better than he says he is. I have played golf with Adam. I think he's better than he says he is.
It's not great.
To be clear, he's still bad.
Yeah, it's
But like you're better than you think.
okay.
Adam, did you play this summer at all?
Not once.
Oh, okay.
Not
Well,
once?
No. didn't even
Will
pick up the
you
club.
play again?
Yeah, for sure. I'll be roped into some damn thing.
Do you see how high he went on that first?
Roped into some damn thing.
Yeah.
It's funny too because your father-in-law is very good at golf.
He's excellent, and
is a
I'm an
big
embarrassment
golfer.
to him. That's why I won't golf now.
And so I'm surprised you won't like commit to learning.
Well, part of it's time, right? Golf does take a long time to grab, unless you're Jesse. And he's like, yeah,
No.
Today
Golf
I'm going
takes
to be good at golf, and then he just is.
That's not true. Like I play golf in like high school. Like
I did too.
I've been playing golf for a long time.
I took lessons. I was better in high school than I am now.
Right. Well, you fell off. Like you had to keep going with
I
it.
fell off. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure
you
did.
Fell off your lessons.
No, I didn't.
Maybe you are chopped.
I am.
If you had stuck with it, you would have had to maintain the skill base.
Perhaps. I think there has to be that commitment of time. Golf is a time sport, and I don't have any. Like I just don't. I think the reason that a lot of people take it up when their kids hit their teen years is because they have time all of a sudden. Hey, I'm not driving them to whatever, and I get time to I get time this weekend. What else am I doing? In which case, okay, yeah, that's good. But I feel like I'd want to take up a sport like tennis or something because I'm a lot more like, where's the ball? Where's the ball? You know, like that's kind of my personality a little bit more. Whereas golf is a real thinker's game. And a really patient game, and I just don't seem to have the patience.
Hey, man, I was hoping to hang out with you. Do you want to? So it's 34 degrees Celsius today. Do you want to go for like a 6-hour walk? Or does that sound like a miserable day and psychotic?
This is wrong. This is wrong. Now, golf.
No, Jesse. These rules don't apply to you because you're good at golf.
Yeah.
For everyone else, it's a 6-hour walk.
It's not. Well, it doesn't have to be. You can play 9 holes, even. And
9 holes is great.
sure, I know. Golf to me is like one of the perfect sports in like growing old and everything because you can do it forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the time commitment, you're so right about, Adam, because like I talk with my sister a lot about getting good at golf and all that stuff because she started playing in like 2020-ish and she's like still like not that great. And we talk about how much it takes a lot of time to be bad at golf.
Yes.
So to even suck at golf, you got to play it a lot, and it just there's such a bar for like quality golf, and it's such a sport where you got to be committed to it that it does take a lot of time to get good.
My radio professor in announcing in college said it's really easy to be bad at this. and golf is that, right? Like,
but that's to me like that's a large part of the fun of it because you can play it for your entire life because it's not a sport like in tennis where you're going to get slower and your knees are going to go and all that stuff, or a sport like hockey where like everybody's just getting better and you got to play in a team environment. When you're out there, you're playing against yourself because you're just playing against your score and you're just trying to lower it throughout the course of your entire life.
Yes.
So it's like that thing where you're playing where it's like you play hockey at 60 minutes, the score's 3-2 or whatever. And you can go out there and create that environment with yourself and your buddies.
Yep.
Because I'm not competing against you, Steve. It's like, I'm just trying to shoot whatever I'm trying to shoot today. And I get that competitiveness every time I'm out there, every single time. And that'll never go. Mm-hmm. Like, so that to me is why it's like one of the best things you can do.
And all of that's true. Like, I could never disagree with that. I can't see myself in it right now, but it is the perfect sport. Jesse's 100% right. It's like perfect, and you're constantly battling yourself. And maybe I just feel like at this point in my life, I'm battling myself on a few too many things. I don't need to battle myself on another front, right? Like, do I need to be fighting another war here? 2-front war, not good.
It's a hard pitch at this age. Hey man, you want to try this? It's so hard.
Yeah.
No,
That's the fun of it, is getting good at something that's difficult and practicing and working on it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. And like the 3-hour walk in the park sounds nice. Like
It does.
Go in the morning.
I said 6.
Yeah. I don't know why you're taking 6 hours to play golf.
I can do 18 holes.
Play a little quicker, Steve.
I can't. I stink.
Play 9 holes. Play 9. You'll be
the
better.
par threes are fun.
Yes.
Like a good par 3 is a lot of fun.
For you.
Yeah. Thank you for me.
So we'll start there.
Right?
Most people are so much closer to Adam and I than
Yeah,
you.
so we'll start there. We won't even start at the par 3 courses, the executive courses. We'll start at the driving range. How
Jesse,
about that?
If I played best ball with you and I came away with 2 best balls, I would go home. I think I'd tell my parents about it.
What if
honestly,
we started at the driving range?
No.
What if we started on the par 3
Wait,
course?
no, I like the driving range.
Driving range is
I
fun.
get to go to one place, stay there, whack a bunch of balls, and then
Yeah.
Yes,
home.
Justin.
Why don't you start at the course and clubhouse?
Yeah. Start at the sim.
I like that.
I like
Start at the
that.
simulator.
I go to one place. There's beer there. There's food there. I stand in one place. That's what my swing looks like. It's really good.
You know the golf
and
course
then
is
I
that
leave.
one place too. You're not like bouncing around locations.
Yes, you are. The golf course is so fuck off enormous.
It is huge.
How dare you
That's-
compare a golf simulator that's in a room
Steve,
to a golf course?
Part of it is also like getting some exercise and playing golf and like
But
walking.
he does that. He bird watches. He's
Yeah.
constantly competing against himself to find
You
A
should
part of it is
more
also the
boring
walk
birds.
in the park with your friends and drinking beer.
You guys would mock me endlessly if you saw the treacherous friggin' hills that I went down and up to get pictures of birds. You would mock me.
I would
endlessly.
not. I would not mock you.
Yes, you would.
I would mock you.
I wouldn't.
Adam would.
I would.
That
for sure mock
sounds
you.
lovely. You're
Yeah.
outside and you're getting exercise.
And I do that.
See,
I
you
I
don't.
go
You're not
outside.
enough of
Why
a bully.
are we Adam mocking people for getting exercise? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, Adam, why
I
are you
get
mocking
outside.
people for getting exercise?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I never said. Listen, I'm a big walker.
hell's happening?
I walk every day for like an hour, if I can fit it in. So I'm a big walking person. Big. I'm all about the walking. But you were the one that said, "Hey, you know how it's 35 degrees? Let's go for a walk for 6 hours." That's what you said. I'm just holding you accountable.
To me, that's
play
golf.
that day.
I did not say that.
Play a day where it's cooler, or drive your cart,
Or
What are
wake
you
up
doing?
early.
Every bachelor
that's
party
the
golf
only
trip
way you
I've
can play
ever been
golf.
invited on is, "Hey, Steve, do you want to come on the hottest day on record to landscape?" And I'm always like, "I love you, so yes." I don't do the younger thing, which is just no.
Okay,
That sounds bad, so no, I will not do that for you.
you guys are missing out. All right, last question. So Insider J Money just wrote 6-7 question mark, and then that Paige Becker's doing 6-7 thing, the hands thing. I was wondering to you guys as parents of two awesome children. Oh, Steve 3, or I guess 3 total.
3 total.
Steve's got 2. Adam's got 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
two
quit
that
after one.
Speak. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 that speak is the 2 I'm talking about.
Yes.
Are Everly and Leo old enough yet to where they're doing annoying little kid stuff
Yes.
and get trends? Like,
Yes.
do they know 6-7 and
K-pop
are
Demon
constantly
Hunters. Yep.
on that kind of stuff?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop
What
Demon
is
Hunters.
that like? I don't know what that is.
Well, it's
An
the biggest thing in the
insane
world
show.
right now,
Okay.
which means that you are also on. But that's
I don't,
okay.
I don't have children.
That's okay.
No, no.
We are no longer cool and haven't been for like years.
I'm not trying to be.
And exactly. Kids are now telling us what they like. And so K-pop Demon Hunters is this like show and like songs, and it's out of obviously Korea.
Okay.
And everything out of Korea is like exploding across the world right now. There's like a whole cultural thing. And so that Everly, I have to give her credit. She's not completely obsessed, but she is watching it. She also was not into the Labubu trend, thank God. But I think that the thing is you're starting to see that. Like remember that Bruno Mars and what's the girl's name from that K-pop group, the Apathy song or whatever.
Oh,
Man.
Apathy.
Apathy or whatever the fuck it's called. What's it called? What's it called? man?
Isn't that the name of the song?
Am I that far off, Steve?
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm not that far off. Anyway, her and her friends were singing that shit all summer on this.
Oh, so she knows that song
all
and
the
can sing
words
it.
to that
Leo
song.
does too.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
loves
You're
Taylor-
talking about Rose from
Yeah.
Blackpink.
Oh, Rose. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the song is called Ad Petit, like
Yeah.
APT, right?
Yeah. And it's a very catchy song.
It's
so yeah,
not
she's starting
great.
to get into that.
It's an earworm.
Sure.
It's an earworm for sure. She's starting to get into that stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Skibbity Toilet?
No.
No,
I think that's going to be
not old
fucking
enough for
old
that.
by the time she gets to that stage.
Yeah.
I think that's like a 12-year-old thing.
Okay.
Leo, he says bro a lot.
Everly says bro.
Everly
too.
tried that
Everly
with
called
me, and
me
I was,
bro.
I was like, "Don't you dare call me bro." I was like, "I'm serious about that shit."
Adam-
you can call your friends that, but you are not calling an adult that.
Cool, I get Steve.
You get Steve.
oh no.
She tried that with me too. I was like, "No, my name's Dad. I get to be the dad to one person, then that's you, and you're calling me Dad."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. I've been
That's really,
I've let him know that I'm not Steve to him.
To me, it's a respect thing, right? You got to teach them. Like I didn't walk into work ever and say, "What's up, bro?" to my boss. Like you have to teach them the difference between, hey, this is an adult, and they deserve respect because that's a polite thing to be, versus your friends where it's like, hey, bro, what's up? It's like, dude, whatever. I remember I had a girlfriend once who was like, I accidentally called her dad dude, and she afterwards was like, hey, can you maybe not do that? I'm like, you're right.
So I learned that this past year, there are some Gen Xers to boomers who really don't like dude.
Well,
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't mind. Dude, I think it meant something different in their generation. For us, it was a real term of endearment. But a dude is actually, apparently it's, do you know what a dude is?
No.
So I had a teacher tell me this once. I've never Googled it.
Okay.
So this is how rumors get started. The teacher told me that a dude, the actual thing, was a pimple on a donkey's ass.
All right.
That's what a dude
Did
is.
he also say stupid is actually an old medical term? Shut up.
That's what they told me.
No one's like, oh, yeah, I got diagnosed with stupid in 2025. You fuck.
I don't know if that's necessary. That I never Googled it. I don't know. But
AI says no, dude is not a pimple. This is a widely circulated myth that has no basis in the world's
that
etymology.
bastard! How could
The
he?
word dude originated in the late 19th century from the term Yankee Doodle Dandy, initially referred to a city-dwelling man overly concerned with fashion.
Well,
There you go. Over time, its meaning evolved to a general term for a man and became a popular slang word, particularly in American culture.
I am a dude. Overly concerned with fashion, clearly.
I'm probably not calling you dude if I don't like you.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean about people if they're old enough, the dude still kind of means something negative, and like you don't call them dude, like it doesn't fly.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I learned that.
you learned it the hard way.
The hard way. I was like,
yeah, you can't just go around calling everybody dude.
Apparently not, which is hard for me because I say dude the way kids say bro.
Right.
And I apparently ought to stop.
Wait till your parent or your kids call you Unk, because it's going to happen.
I still don't know what K-pop hunters. What was it?
K-pop Demon Hunter.
Okay, what is it?
Is it a show? It's a show
animated
and
show.
songs.
Oh, okay.
About a K-pop group that hunts demons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they really hit you in the face with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's like biker mice from Mars. You'll never believe what that show was about.
Biker mice from. I assume it's the title.
Yeah, it's
what it's about.
A cartoon from the early 90s. It was giant jacked mice who rode motorcycles, and they're from Mars.
What does this air on? The K-pop thing?
it's Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a
And
Netflix show.
And it's
None of them. It doesn't air. None of them air on anything. Kids, by the way, today don't realize, like, Everly has to think about what she wants for Christmas. The TV used to tell me what I wanted for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
commercials.
She doesn't have commercials.
Wow.
And is like, well, what show shall I watch? There's 10,000 to choose from.
Yeah.
Man, if I had had that, are you kidding me?
Because when we grew up, there was no choice of what we were going to watch. It was what is Family Channel showing, or what is YTV showing at 4 o'clock when I get home. Like, that's what I'm watching. But now they get to pull up Netflix.
Oh,
you guys got to see
nuts.
Me at an indie wrestling show a couple years ago, and YTV Phil was sitting a few rows ahead of us, and I was like, holy fuck, that's YTV Phil!
Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't I get a picture with him?
You did, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He's big in the indie wrestling scene now.
Is he really?
What a cool life.
Yeah.
What an
that's cool.
absurdly cool life. You get to be YTV Phil, and then after that, you're like, I work in wrestling now. Okay, way to just nail all my dreams back to back to back. What are you going to be next, an astronaut there, Phil?
Will Leo laugh if I said 6'7"?
So I've never heard him say it. I don't know.
I don't think
that he
Everly would get
knows
that.
No.
No, but it's a
I
good
guess that's
question.
a little older.
Yeah, I think
Probably
so.
like 12-year-olds. Yeah.
I think so. It's difficult because they are like Steve made a really good point, because your wife does kindergarten.
Yes.
And when they show up for junior kindergarten, they are babies. Like, they don't.
They're feral.
They don't know what they're supposed to do, and so I would imagine it takes her a couple of months to just get the class in an orderly fashion to flow throughout the day. By the time they're in grade 1, that's already happened, but there is such a transition from grade 1, I hear, to grade 2, and then another big jump from like grade 6 to grade 7. Those are the ones that I'm looking out for. You fucking guy. Unbelievable. How are you that quick?
Funny.
That's unbelievable.
That was funny.
I guarantee you, everyone under a certain age heard that and they went, ah!
And they don't have internet. Your children. Not right.
Well, they got on Netflix.
Oh, not
Yeah,
like
no.
unfettered access to it.
Right,
Hell no.
right. They're
She doesn't even watch YouTube. Like you guys at least do Blippi. She was never exposed.
Yeah,
to
we'll
that.
do YouTube, and like Leo can play like math games on the iPad.
Right. I mean, like they don't know how to search anything or anything
No.
like that, right? Yeah.
Nope.
The I think the transition, or I expect the transition, like culturally into slang and all that, is going to be next year for Leo, and I think it's going to be this year for Everly, because the kindergarten yard is separate from the rest of the schoolyard.
Yeah, well, we have 3 yards at our school.
Oh.
So the kindergarten yard is more a zoo pen.
Yeah.
At our
Yes.
school, there is no playground there. It's weird. Like they don't have, like, we called it the big toy at Centennial Road where I went to school, but you know, your playground area or whatever. Everybody was just let out and you could be feral.
That's how mine
together.
was in SK and JK too. It was just kind of the pen
The pen.
separated by everybody. Yeah, I think that's how they always do it.
We didn't have that when I was growing up, where at Centennial Road Junior Public School. Now, she was in the pen and it's just a bunch of wood chips and trees. So there was no like thing. Now they're at the front of the school where there is like swings and whatever. And then the bigger kids, because hers is a kindergarten to grade 8 school, like they're at the back. So I think as of grade 3, when you hit recess, you're outside.
Oh, wow.
Outside in the back, but they want to leave grades 1 and 2 to still figure it out, I guess.
That grade 3, she's gonna start mingling and maybe get into hear some things.
Totally.
You know? Yeah.
One thing she does know, I know she knows these, are swear words, and she knows all of them. And she doesn't use them, but because she knows, because occasionally, you know, they'll bring one home and try it out, and you'll be like, where did that come from? They just, like, you know, try it on for size like it's a t-shirt. And so you have to be like, whatever. And occasionally, like the other day, I was in the car, and you guys have ever, I don't know if you've ever done this, I chat to myself constantly. Mm-hmm. And
you got to watch yourself.
I was ticked about something. And whatever I was thinking, it's the first time I can remember this happening.
Good kid word.
Came out of my mouth. And I said, well, it's my fucking blah.
Oh, no.
And from the back, and we live 10 minutes, 5 minutes drive from the school. And from the back, I hear, uh-oh. And I was like, Everly, I immediately copped to it. I was like, I said a bad word. And I should
don't be a
Yeah.
she's like, I got a new one now.
It was the F word. I said fucking.
Fucking shit.
Jesus, Jesse.
I don't know. This is the things you say in front of your kids.
No,
it's not my fault.
But
Stop saying these
I
words, Adam.
I was saying a thing in my head, and you know, you have a great argument with yourself. And I said, Everly, that was my bad, and I will not do that. And I said, more importantly, you should not do that. Yeah. And she was like, well, the rest of the afternoon, she was feeling pretty superior. She's like, man, Daddy said a bad word. And then, of course, immediately outed me to Natalie, who was like, well, what happened?
What?
And I was like, oh, great. So, yeah.
Well, we had one where, so Isla is a baby. She can't talk. But she's starting to say words. So we tell her sit, and she goes shit.
Like Iggy?
Yeah. We say sit on your bum, but yeah, Iggy, I wouldn't go sit on your bum.
There is a level where you're like, yeah, the dogs are just about as smart as you are at this point. But
Yeah.
you're going to
and
surpass
then
them in
they
a few
pass
months.
it
And they
eventually.
pass them.
But
Yeah.
there's a line.
There is a
That's
line.
funny.
Yeah.
I don't tell Iggy anything anymore. He's dead. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing that up, but yeah. No, with Isla, I'm like, SL goes sit,
With Iggy,
and she goes shit. Like that's how she says it. And no, we're like sit, trying to get her to enunciate it. And Leo's there, and he goes, "Mommy, she said the S word," and she goes, "No, she did." How do you know what the S word is?
Yeah.
And you just saw him like.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to know this.
There are kids.
I'm not going to say it, but I shouldn't even know it.
You're like, where the hell did that come from? You realize, like, there are kids that come to school where
They have older brothers.
they have older brothers and siblings, or they have parents that are like, this is how we talk.
Not everybody parents like you.
100%. And so you go, okay, well, you're just going to learn that now. And, you know, I'm convinced that the inevitable, like, because I remember I had the sex talk with my parents when I was like, because I asked them in like grade 4. And so I have a feeling that they start some of that stuff at school, but I have a feeling that those conversations probably in the next 2 to 3 years are going to pop in. And I'm not that worried about the actual conversation because it's just very like, well, this is what happens and whatever. But I am curious about how it will land for her the first time. How does that messaging hit her before it hits me? Because it's going to hit her from some other kid, and some other kid's going to be like, do you know that the man pees on the woman? Because that's how it was described to me at school, because a kid misinterpreted what his family said. Now, occasionally that does happen for real. But in
all right. Well, let's just wrap it. Like, we're done. I think the episode's done.
For this show today.
I had to go home and go,
we're off the rails here.
I went home and I was like, did you guys pee on each other? Like, what's the deal?
Goodness.
And I'm
Did we need this story on a Monday?
Yeah, we fucking did. You're fucking
It is worse that it's Monday.
Yeah, this
No,
feels
this is
like
great.
it's Friday.
This is great. Own it.
This feels like it's Friday night.
You need to own it. Anyway, that's just what it is.
Adam, you were wrong earlier too. You were talking about how
That's not a surprise.
Everly, she's got to call you dad, and to one person in the world you'll be dad, but you missed out on Natalie, who also has the opportunity to call you daddy.
That's right.
Yeah, so 2 people in the world.
We should have called it when I said.
That would be.
We should have called it when I said.
Yeah.
Daddy Wild. Can I call the show Daddy Wild? Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm not against
I think it should be Unken Chopped.
that or Zaddy. That's another one too.
Is it Unken Chop that you come on this show and drop Unken Chop?
Yes.
It's pretty Unken Chop.
100%.
That's why you call it that. We'll talk about
Okay.
it.
So we'll talk. We'll chat. We'll have
Call
a
it the C-bomb, Jesse. What the fuck?
we'll have a debrief. Hey, that was bleeped.
Oh, was it?
So the
Good.
people don't know what word I said.
Oh, so bleep that then.
Maybe. We'll see. Discord live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Join us on Discord
At that
live
point,
Q&A.
You can say, "Hey guys, explain sex."
If
you pee on each other?
ask a question there, you have to refer to Adam as daddy.
Yeah, Daddy, I have a question. I'm into it.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.